Hello and welcome to Roll For It, where we are back with Veil Torn episode, I believe we're up to 7 at this point. I'm starting to lose count, we're getting to that stage.
You're right.
We're episode 7, I nailed it. And unfortunately, we're missing a Maggie today, as you may have noticed. She can't join us, she's unfortunately been double booked. Don't worry, she's fine, it's just she's somewhere else, unfortunately. So people were panicking in the Discord that like she was ill or something. She just couldn't make it today, and she's devastated that she can't join us. She has been very sad in our Discord about not being able to join us for today's episode. But we do have a guest joining us, as announced last week, to fill the space. We have Alicia Marie with us today. Welcome back. If you've been watching Roll For It for a while, you may have seen her before. She joined us for a Santa RPG episode a million years ago, but she's back for this.
A million years ago.
It does feel it was another time. I think it was pre-pandemic, which basically counts as another era of existence. So.
Yeah, it was. I forgot it was. We were elves, I think.
Yep. Christmas elves. Fighting. Yeah. I think at the time we were fighting gingerbread men in.
Yes, that was fun. I can't believe it's been that long.
Yep.
Yeah, that was such a fun game.
Welcome back.
So yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, for those who might not be familiar, who are you and what do you do and where can we find you?
Okay, you can find me. My name is Alicia Marie, and I'm on socials at Alicia Marie Body, because I come from fitness originally. But I am a costume artist, creative artist, RPG performer. But the day job is the costuming stuff. I wish I could share more about like what I'm working on, but I live that NDA life. So everything's under lock and key until I'm allowed to date-wise, but if you find me on socials, I don't bite, and you'll find out everything I'm working on, which are some pretty cool things, so excited to be here, though. Excited to be back playing with you guys. Excited to be part of Veil Torn.
Glad to have you. Right, we'll get through the announcements and how you can support us and then get on with the show. Like, after the stellar performance of announcing last week, I'm now flying solo, no Maggie as backup, so we'll see how this goes. There's not many today, so we'll see how we handle it.
I got this, full faith. We believe in you. Full faith.
Thank you. Our supporter for today is Hero Sheep. Thank you very much for supporting our episode. Our legend tier supporter.
Thank you.
And this is mercifully the final time for a while that we're going to talk about daylight savings because it's fixed. It's all good now. All of the clock changes that are going to happen this side of the year have happened. We don't have to worry about it anymore. This is now the time that the show will be at for the remainder of its run. Thank God. So it's it's at 6 p.m. UK, 10 a.m. Pacific, and the normal conversions for everything else. And yeah, if you're somewhere where the clocks don't change, maybe it's still wonky for you. I can't help you. Just Google it.
Actually, Bentham, could you actually go down the list and give us all of the different time iterations? Let's get Mountain Time Central.
Never.
1 p.m. Eastern.
Come on, Jack. I know you got it in you.
Wait, hold on. 2 p.m. Central? No, Central's 6 hours different. So 12 p.m. Central.
I want to pause everything else. I'm actually really impressed right now.
Mountain. Oh God, Mountain Time.
I can do this really fast.
I don't know Mountain Time. I haven't worked in Mountain Time.
10 a.m. Pacific. 11 a.m. Mountain. 12 p.m. Central.
You're just working your way
1
across,
p.m.
aren't you?
Eastern. And we're in the United States, so I'm not going anywhere else in the world.
That's right. We're in the U.S. We have no idea what's going on in the rest of the world.
A good rule of thumb is if you type in like 6 p.m. UK into Google, I think it will just tell you what it is in your time zone, or like if you put GMT or BST, it'll give you the conversion. We're always at 6 p.m. in the UK. Whatever else is going on, that's what we're tied to. If you look up that, you can always work it out. One day One day we will abolish daylight savings, and I will celebrate. I will hold a party if like daylight savings is removed from the world.
If you're in Beijing, it's 1 a.m.
Thank you, Tyler.
Very specific.
It's on
Shout
my
out
list
to the
of
Beijing
my world
crowd.
clock.
Let's go.
See? Look at my world clock. Don't
Yeah,
ask
1
why I have
a.m..
Austin there when it's just a 2-hour difference.
So
I
LA
also
people are the
forget.
ones that are awake early. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
early.
Oh, I've been awake since
Vampires.
6 doing some planning, and still
That's
I was
when I
wrong.
went to
I
bed.
thought, yeah, I thought we were. I still thought we were at 11, and I was like doing stuff. Then I saw people popping into the Discord, and I was like, oh shoot.
I did notice today. It's like I put up the call. And I'm like, taking people a little bit of a minute to get here today. We
I
all
was
got
on
here though.
top
We
of
made
things.
it. We did it. We got there.
Yes.
I hate
So
daylight.
not
I
to have
also
entirely
realized-
derailed your intro to this, but like,
I love the derails. I love the tangents. We are
Let's
also
not
I mean,
derail.
it's fitting.
That's
We're
true.
on a train today, so
maybe not.
Honestly,
maybe
we
no derailing
perfectly
today.
couldn't derail that. Yeah.
look, I have learned with y'all, we might not even make it to the train. We might just have a 3-hour RP episode getting breakfast ready. And then Alicia's
Honestly,
going to
yeah.
have to come back next time to actually do the guest spot. So we'll see.
next time on These Guys
Next
Take
time.
Forever.
Next time on Veiltorn, will they get on the train? Will they make it to the next town? Who knows?
They just role
That's pretty
play
good, actually.
standing on the platform the whole time. What shenanigans can we manage to get ourselves into?
Platform 9 and 3 episodes. All right.
Oh dear. We're also sponsored by Roll20. When we do stop role playing for a second and actually do things that require rolling, we use Roll20 to do it. We've got it all set up. They've got Pathfinder character sheets, and they've got character sheets for a million other RPGs as well. And often they've even got handy buttons set up, so you literally just like once you put your stats in, you just press the button and it does the thing and rolls it for you. It's great. And yeah, that's why we love them. We use them for pretty much every show that we do, unless we're not rolling dice in it, basically.
Yeah, and even then, it's still there.
Okay.
Waiting, watching in the background, knowing,
No, you make
calculating.
you make that character sheet and you just don't roll. You get to stare at it, and it looks pretty because it's a roll 20.
Honestly, it's really nice as somebody, like I've said 1,000 times, I have ADD. My handwriting's terrible. So being able to have something like actually typed out, just, beautiful.
Yep, it's great. It's weird to, I've only ever played an RPG on paper like a couple times because I've just always done it this way, just remotely with Roll20. So when I'm on paper, I'm like, oh no, when I need to like change a stat, I've got to like rub it out and like write it in.
Yeah.
I'm too used to typing it. And then I'm like, oh, now I have to actually know how my modifiers add up. Oh god.
Exactly. I have to know too many things. I don't
I'm
want to do
spoiled.
this.
Honestly, me too. Yeah.
This is a role-playing game, not a math game, okay? Basically a math game, though. It's basically math.
It's a man, yeah.
Oh dear. Anyway,
Love it.
how you can support us. We are funded mainly by your support on Patreon. We have a Patreon with a whole bunch of different tiers that give you a whole bunch of different rewards, including but not limited to MP3s of all of our shows, after shows we record after every show. We talk about what happens in the show. You can get character sheets, eventually. You can get secret things from GMs, behind the scenes stuff, enemy stats, and things like that. You can submit names for NPCs that will get used randomly throughout our show, like last week's in owner Speeve, Steve with a B.
God. Love Speeve. Hi,
I'm still
diddly-ho,
so
Neighborino.
happy that got used.
I love that there is this lore behind this name. It was so fun.
You can also watch the monthly recaps where the admins talk about the events of the previous month. It was meant to be this Tuesday. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it then, so we might do it tomorrow. We might do it in the next couple of days. You have to keep an eye on Twitter. We're having to reshuffle the schedule a little bit to get that done. But it is live these days. And we're already running into problems. This is why we just recorded it, because then we could just sort it out any time and then throw it up. Now we're like, we've got to hit a certain time when like things might happen, life might come at us and get in the way. Oh no.
Oh no.
And also,
you wonder why I think it's going to take us 3 hours to get to the train when this 2-minute intro is now going on 10 minutes.
This is why I'm
and
not allowed to do the
conversation.
intros normally, as I just ramble for a million years. You can also support us at
Sounds
Legend
about
tier.
right.
Legends get to support an episode once every month. They get to take part in a once-monthly game jammed by a member of the Roll for It cast, and Kyber is currently doing some in-world one-shots with the Legends that might
April
see
7th,
things
baby.
that we've
It's gonna be
missed
fun.
or cause problems for us as they often can do.
Mhm.
You can also support us on Twitch. You can subscribe. You can do bits. You can do tips, and you can also support us on YouTube, where you can become a YouTube member. And any of the subscription-based ways, you get to join the Discord and hang out with us and other fans of the shows and talk about all the things. And Also, a kind community member posts all the roll stats in there, so you can check those out too. We also love it when you clip. You have to do it while we're live because we have sub-only VODs. It's weird like that. We wish it wasn't like that, but you're gonna clip as it happens. You can always edit them afterwards, and we really appreciate it because we love posting the clips on Twitter. And we also just love you being here, love you chatting. We like to hear what you think about the show, so we appreciate you being here and contributing to the numbers and making the algorithms like us more, so that more people might see the cool stuff that we do. But that's it. That's all of it. Finally, handing it over to Kyber. I am sorry.
Had to finish that time. Okay, so let's get into it. After the ending of a tumultuous combat scene between Drac and his, well, devilish inner monologue, Azuka. Man, I gotta get into this. Okay.
Drac is a very TTRPG name, I know.
It works so well. Okay. The camera fades in from the clouds as we go down towards the downtown Denver, into the Dwarven district where Chuck has his apartment set up. Everybody is waking up. We have Mintala in the makeshift hammock. Chuck is just in a bed enjoying nice sleep that Tyler did not get. Then we see Azuka in a bed staring at the ceiling with Kyoko curled up in fox form on the far side of the bed. It's a nice day. You guys know that you have a few hours before the train departs. You want to get there soon because you still have to talk to the conductor about if everybody can go, because the deal with Cade was that there's only one ticket. So, what do you guys do?
Azuka groans as they realize time has gone by and it's morning and they haven't gotten any sleep. And they just slowly pull the covers over their heads and just stay there for as long as physically possible until someone forces him up. But until someone does, he has no energy and no will to leave the bed.
So as you do that, Kyoko kind of stirs in her fox form, and although that might be preferable, it might be better if we get up and get started.
So tired.
How are you feeling after last night? It was very interesting. Come in here and see your arm engulfed in fire.
Yeah. Everything's sore. I'm guessing I was pretty tensed up while I was sleeping for that 10 awful minutes.
You were
Now I'm
moving
just
quite a
really
bit.
tired.
Well, hopefully a train ride will be without any intrusions, and we'll have some fun just relaxing and watching out a window.
I roll out of bed and let myself hit the floor. Just face plant onto the floor and lay there for a bit longer.
I feel like that might have been a little bit dramatic, don't you agree?
I'm hoping it would wake me up, but it didn't. And I'll stand up on my feet. I mean, if your visions have anything right, it probably won't be very peaceful.
They have not been always entirely accurate. I trust them to be, but I've been wrong once or twice.
Let's hope this is one of the times you got it wrong. I'm
I
gonna
agree.
go make everyone breakfast. Do you want anything?
You know, I think I would prefer, and as she's responding to you, there's a loud ringing bell from downstairs. Now, what would that be? And you're muted if you're doing anything, Tyler.
I just was going ding, 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 ding.
Well, let's go see what all the ruckus is about.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll be there in a sec.
So as Kyoko walks towards the door, she just kind of cracks and shifts her bones back into her half fox, half human form and walks out of the room.
I kind of like sway on my feet as I just stand there for a second and just go,
Pounding headache.
okay, let's do this. And I'll just start walking forward and follow Kyoko.
To be honest, I've done that many a times in college on the way to like the 8 a.m. classes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. It's the worst. All right, you all walk outside, go downstairs. Mintala, how are you waking up this morning?
I feel like Mentala slept well, so he probably is up early-ish, and in a positive mood to just really contrast. Poor Azuka is just like bouncing around in the common area on the ground floor.
So, throughout the night while you're sleeping, you wake up and Red has actually moved a little bit deeper into the hole and kind of made it more of like almost like a long divot in the ground, kind of like about 6-7 feet long that he can lay down in and actually be in the dirt. And you just,
Oh,
I might have done this, but it's more comfortable and I can fix it. I think. Maybe.
yeah, it's fine. You're fine.
Okay. Well, oh, did you hear the ringing? The ding, 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 ding.
It'd be louder for them.
Sorry. Dung, 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 dung.
Do I hear it now?
Okay. Wonder what that is.
I will jump up and investigate.
all right, so we all meet downstairs. Chuck, what's going on?
Chuck's just standing, ringing the a large bell that's by where the kitchen would be in the in this building, and just saying, "We got a train to catch. Can't be late because those things tend to leave on time. I'm not gonna waste my time lagging around here. Sleep or no sleep, doesn't matter."
Chuck, we do have a few hours. I was hoping to get some breakfast
we got
in.
a few. We
It
can
was a
grab
bit of a rough
breakfast
night
on
for
the
me
way.
and Azuka. We
What
can
you
get
guys
it on
do
the
in
way,
your
or we can make a
personal
hit.
time.
Azuka, maybe the
Huh?
breakfast that we were talking about might be in order.
Oh yeah, breakfast.
Hmm.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, so
There's-
let's do.
There's no food here.
True, it's probably
least not in the
kept
place.
stocked when it's used so infrequently.
That's fair.
Not even a little bit.
I open like the cupboards and the pantry and go, what was I doing again? Food. There's no food here. So I can't make breakfast. I'm really tired.
Well, then it might be time to take Chuck up on that breakfast offer.
Yeah, let's do that.
There's a diner down the street. You can grab breakfast on the way. But we got to make it to the train station. I got to make sure Betsy's secure, and also we got to figure out if they sorted out the ticket situation. If you haven't forgotten about that.
Yeah, no, I remember that. We only had one because it's meant to be Cade here.
I will say it was a bit weird being the first one awake. Normally you beat me up, Azuka.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, technically I was the first one awake.
I don't know
Yes,
why that
that
would
is fairly
matter.
true.
I just didn't get out of bed.
So there may not be any food here, but the water still works. There still is running water. So Kyoko walks over to the sink to, I'm just going to grab a glass of water before we go. And as she goes to fill the glass, you see parts of her hair go white, back to black, to white. And the glass is constantly filling and depleting, and then just phases through her hand entirely as she like just touches her temple. Just, oh, that's, Okay, sorry about that.
That's new.
They
It's,
say what's in my head. Okay.
Chuck already had like reached down to his hip in case something was happening that was bad.
No, sorry. Every now and then I get these headaches. It's part of everything, it seems.
Whole time.
I'll be fine in a day or two.
Okay.
Oh,
I just might have to be a little on the back burner today.
Yeah, that's fair.
How about we
got
go and
you
get that
covered.
breakfast? Yeah. Thank you.
is that like what you see all the time with like the water and the flickering and?
It's not every time or all the time. It's in certain situations where you can see the flicker between the choices that people would make, and the more solidified a future will be, the less variations you can see. And even then, sometimes I just walk around like everybody else.
Oh, that's crazy.
I mean, I don't
You learn
think
to see through it.
I don't think you walk around that much like everybody else. You can be a damn fox when you want to be. I don't have 4 feet.
Well, there's probably fox people that don't see the future.
I mean, you don't really want to talk, Chuck. You have like 2 people in you as well. So you also don't really walk around like anyone else.
I'm pretty sure I walk like any other human walks, except with more class and more style.
And more
Yes, because you are
personalities.
entirely the stylish man.
Listen, I am
I
Charles
like the black
Spadina.
for today. It is nice.
The shoe fits. Thank you.
All right. So
I'm
you guys,
hungry.
with Azuka claiming their hunger out into the world, you guys start walking out. There is a diner down the street. You're able to go in and get a nice breakfast. Let's see. Everybody roll me a d20. Let's see if we can get some... because Azuka is not actually doing the breakfast roll, it's not going to be a disadvantage or reduced because of the fatigue. But if we can get a nat 20 on any of these... Oh my god! All right.
Of course. Of course.
All right.
I am
All
the
right.
king of breakfast, okay?
Can I just say?
Azuka the
Can I just
breakfast king.
say? You're so trained and so good at this that you basically are doing it while you're asleep.
Perfect.
I'm backseat cooking. I'm like, okay, yeah, I need you to do that, and then that, and all in
You give,
between
like,
yawns.
overly complicated orders like, I want to get the omelet, but I want it like on a low heat, constantly stirred until it solidifies with only a little bit of salt. Like you just got it, like all of the details in there. So go ahead and roll me a d20, and whatever you roll, that's how many temporary hit points you guys get.
Okay. Okay.
Oh damn.
Wow,
7.
damn it.
Yeah.
7.
Thanks.
It's
7
better than
temporary hit points
nothing.
is pretty good.
It's better than 0.
Yeah.
So we're being awarded temporary hit points for today.
What could that
Everything's
possibly
gonna be
mean?
fine.
I mean, he
As
did
you
say that
guys-
he would do that if you nat 20 on the breakfast roll the last.
Yeah,
time
last
we
time as
made
well.
breakfast,
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
I love the roll for breakfast thing. I'm here for it. Adds a fun little flair to the mornings. As you guys are having your meal, Kyoko's plate is like eaten and then it goes back to like half eaten. There's so many glitches that are happening. And then she like takes a second and breathes as it all solidifies out. And this, as you can see her just, you know, when someone has like an ocular migraine, their eyes are always like a little bit flickery and almost like everything is super bright light. That's kind of her in this moment. You can tell something's really just bugging her.
I'm
Kyoko.
fascinated by like the time altering like shenanigans that are now visible to us. Like as the plate of food keeps like, you know, changing, I try and like at a moment when there's the most food, grab a bit of food before like that disappears to see if I can keep hold.
As you go to put it in your mouth, it disappears
Oh,
and reforms on the plate.
fine, I'll get my own.
Kyoko, after you finish eating, it'd probably be a good idea for you to just sleep. I'm pretty sure one of us could carry you the rest of the way. Just so you know, we don't have people looking at us funny.
Yes, because this group of people is totally part of the ordinary, and carrying a nine-tailed fox with you is going to be entirely unnoticeable.
I'm trying
Chuck,
to explain
I appreciate your concern. Once we get onto the train, I believe I can just sit back and relax, but I should be fine until then. But I do very much appreciate your concern.
Listen, if people think you can manipulate time and affect things like that, that's a valuable thing.
I've been able to make my way without disrupting the world around me and being noticed. This is not the first time I've had a headache. Just takes a little bit more focus. I'm relaxed around y'all.
Are you gonna finish that?
Eventually.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take the plate and just very sleepily eat from that as well.
Well,
I mean,
there's something
kinda
on your mind,
losing-
Chuck.
no, I'm just kind of losing my appetite seeing you eat the same thing over and over again. It's like you're regurgitating it, but you're not. And that's
Well,
just...
Technically not. It's just the same bite. It's just happening in different times.
You know, just the thought of it just really is not sitting well with me.
She gets like a little smile on her face. Just, well, that is funny. Well,
I don't get it.
Red's just like outside.
Knocks on the window. Hey. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Red, Betsy told me that she misses you, so you should go say hi.
No fooling.
Chuck looks at Mentala's like, he's not gonna run out of the zone and just despawn trying to run to Betsy, is he?
I don't think he can.
I could get like 100 feet closer. I mean, I could maybe like wave.
Yeah, you can wave.
Like-
We'll be along soon.
Okay. Yeah.
He just kind of starts walking away with a little like giddy little like shoulder swing.
Oh.
As you guys are eating, roll me a perception check.
A 12.
I got a nat 20, 28.
Oh my god.
22.
In the diner, there is a family off in the corner with parents sitting around enjoying a nice meal and a little girl who is just playing with a doll. There is a lone elven figure at the bar just kind of hanging out, enjoying a cup of coffee. A couple of dark elves had come in from the night shift and are now having that wonderful breakfast for dinner. It's nice. It's a serene, wonderful morning that it's just kind of peaceful. Not something you'd normally find out in these cities. I wish I could give you more than that 20, man. I was just like gonna go and like explain the world, but you like really did much. All right.
Finish the last of my plate and also Kyoko's plate and push it aside.
Chuck's just like leaned back, enjoying the morning, watching the world happen around him in the moment.
So when do we want to go to the train? You said you want to load up Betsy. I guess probably after Red has a chat with her, I guess.
Yeah, maybe you can translate. You speak car, right?
No, Infernal. And English, I guess.
Just love somehow you mistake infernal for car. Like all cars, instead of like beep beep, it's use more than use better than like just going down weird infernal. Okay, so you guys finish your meal. I believe we'd still need to talk with the conductor before anything, just to make sure we have tickets for the train. So why don't we go and take care of that first?
Yeah,
That's a good point.
it should be easy, right? It's Chuck's rich. That solves like all problems.
Yeah, It 100% does. I get all the ladies.
Where did that come from?
Now that seems mighty specific there.
Yeah. Like having like lady
we-
troubles.
No, we should have just head to the train. It's
If
fine.
you're having lady troubles, we probably like give you hints. I don't know, advice. Is that what you're doing last night at the Where did you go again? The pub, tavern.
Maybe we shouldn't press on such terrible memories. As Kyoko like stands up to walk away, and as she's like going to walk out the door, she rests a hand on Chuck's shoulders, and you see this little like flash in her eyes, and it's just she just looks at you, shakes her head, and just goes, my, and just walks out.
Listen, what I do in my own time should be left in my own time. I don't need you peering into my life all the time, Kyoko.
I don't do it. It just kind of happens.
This one seemed intentional. And
just gives you a
Azuka,
wink. And
as we're walking out, Azuka, or Chuck kind of looks back at you and he says, and Azuka, I'm Charles Spadina. You think I need your help?
I mean, judging from what you said a few seconds ago, maybe.
All right. So as you guys get out of the diner, you start walking towards the Denver train station. You see the 8 cars of the, oh God, what did I call this thing? The Denver Express?
I think so.
I had it written down
It was the Denver
somewhere.
something.
Yeah.
There we go. We're on the Denver Express. This is actually the maiden voyage. So it is the first time. There's a bit of a crowd going on. Travel between cities has been incredibly dangerous for a long time, and having a stationary track even makes it more so. This is being said to have some kind of special thing about it to allow for it to go through the danger undetected. The train itself, you can see reinforced outsides, still well and intricately made, but it does look to be heavily defensible with very thick armor plating. The entire back train car is open, so if you are going through a dangerous place, you're able to position yourself on the back of the train to defend against anybody that would be trying to attack you. So this does, although have an elegant, well put together design, still is incredibly well suited for surviving the outside. As you're walking up, you see 20, 30 people kind of gathering around, staring at the different wheels and treads, the railing itself. A lot of people going up to the engine and trying to like decipher, like, what's going on here? Why is this so good? What's going on? Why is this being made? You hear this loud, like, thunk, 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 and a mother, but God, just more thunk, 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 as this shorter woman with bright red hair in these tiny pigtails that kind of come down, tall about to be a dwarf, but short for a human. You kind of getting these features to be like half dwarf in a way. As she's coming out, and she kind of goes over and starts talking to what you assume to be the conductor with his getup. He has like a little monocle, a little mustache going off. Very nice suit, and he has a little pocket watch that he's looking at to keep everything there.
I rolled an engineering check to see how much I know about this engine and how it would work and stuff like that, because Chuck is big smart brain. And I rolled a 26 with an 18 on the die.
With the 26, you would know that it would look like an advanced version of trains that would normally be around during this time. It would have still a combustion engine that you would assume, because everything still looks the same, but you don't smell any of the fuel that you normally would. None of that charcoal is there. So you assume, okay, so it probably has some sort of magic source, a magic engine of some kind to keep this thing moving. But that alone wouldn't be what makes it super special. You know, cars have magic engines. This probably has a big one to move something of this size. And for the density of the metal that's around there, it has to be able to pull a lot of weight. So it might either be a custom design, new design, multiple cores, something along this is working. You notice specifically in the design of the wheels, there are like specific arcane runes around there that would indicate some other form of magic is in play.
Well, this isn't just a feat of engineering. This is a feat of arcana, combined with smart engineering. Probably multiple cores, multiple different aspects to it, especially seeing the runes down there on the wheels. This is something else.
Combination of new and old.
While you're making that engineering check and investigating the train, go ahead and make me another perception check. And if anybody would like to, if they are doing the same, admiring this train.
22 for me, 14 total.
See,
20. Rolled
So-
an 11.
Alicia, coming from, D&D where 20 is, whoa, my God. Pathfinder things can get up to like 30, 40. So there's an entirely different scale of what's possible for this game.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Shake it up. I like it. Okay.
So, damn, everybody rolled above a 20. Okay.
Hey, you're asking me about a twain, an engineering.
You want those here
Not gonna
twain?
know
Oh my
exactly
God.
what he's talking
Well,
about. I
speaking
got
of a
that
twain- It's so weird that you would say that because you hear the same little girl in the diner rush past you and like jumping up and down. Oh my God, a twain is so cool. Oh, I want to see it. And she like runs up really close to it. Like it's just going all in running. And you see her parents like, no, Alicia, no. Like running towards the train. Just a lot of commotion. Kind of bumps you and he goes, oh, sorry, friend. And just like keeps going.
I could tell you something really cool about this train.
Oh, really?
Chuck is just shouting to the girl. Yeah.
What's that?
Well, if you look there at the front on that engine, they did something really interesting with combining the arcane with
What's
current
that?
parts and old parts of the engine. That's magic.
Oh.
Different sources, different things. You see my friend here, he's gonna point to Mentala. He can do some magic stuff too.
Oh my God, a fairy! Just like walks up and like is holding this doll in front of you. He's like, hi,
Hi, my name's Mentala.
hi, I'm Alicia.
Nice to meet you.
Hi,
I'm Magic.
nice to meet you
That's
too.
a magic train.
Oh, it's cool.
This is pretty cool. I'm really excited about this.
You're like the size of my doll. And she like puts up her doll next to you and kind of like dances the doll. She's like da 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 da.
Hey, what's your
Kind of
name?
like grabs you. Goes to like grab you.
Whoa.
Like she would a doll. You're so tiny.
And fragile.
Oh, I'm sorry. She kind of like holds her hand out.
Ah, better. I like stand up on her hand.
She like takes the hand of her doll and like goes to shake your hand with it because her hand is way too big.
I will shake the hand.
Perfect. Well, now you are friends. You want to have a tea party later?
Oh, maybe we could.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long
you
journey.
could be her boyfriend.
Maybe ask go on a date first or something. One step at a time. Only just met.
That might make us sad that you said no.
Oh, that's.
He didn't technically say no. He just said, I want to get you to know better first.
What?
You don't just walk up to somebody and be like, all right, let's date. You want to actually.
Then how do
have a
they know that you want to
conversation.
date? It's just like, what?
Ask your parents.
Do you just randomly run up to people and be like, now we're friends? Or do you want somebody who has similar interests? Maybe they have their own doll.
Sometimes I do that.
Yeah, I definitely did that at what I'm assuming is her age as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go look at the train.
All right, don't get too
Okay.
far away from your parents.
Where are my parents?
Oh,
And they're like
No,
all
no,
off
we're
looking in the crowd. Okay, bye. And she just runs off.
When she pulls the hand away that like I was standing on, I stay standing because I use the boots.
Love it.
Magic.
Oh, so cool. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Runs back to the drink.
am I right to guess that you've never had kids, Chuck?
Why would I have kids?
No reason. It was just pretty obvious.
Listen, apparently you don't know a lot about the world,
I
but
don't. I mean, well,
it's kind of
yes, I guess not.
dangerous.
Yeah.
And being the person that I am, if I have kids, I want to be able to do half of the stuff that I've been able to do in my life.
So you guys hear a ding, ding, ding in the background. Let me see if I can get the right one for this.
Minutes. 45 minutes before the Denver Express is leaving the station.
Oh, that's soon. Do you want to find a conductor?
And we should sort out our ticket situation.
Yeah, I think he's probably up there by the engine because somebody was already talking to somebody who looked like the conductor. I think that's about the right place we should go.
Lead the way.
So as you walk up to the conductor, you see a little half-dwarf girl kind of go, "Kid," and just turns around and walks back to the train. Well, if she wasn't so darn talented. Oh, yes, friends, how we doing?
We're the ones that, Cade sent, and you said there's only one ticket, and we're trying to fit a lot more people than originally anticipated on the train.
Ah, yes, friends of Cade. So we do only have one ticket, but if you don't mind, a way we could remedy this entire situation is if the rest of you, one of you can take the ticket and, relax and enjoy it. But if the rest of you would not mind being security, you seem like a capable bunch amongst you, especially that large little concrete fella. So if you're okay, if something does happen, maiden voyage and all, we prepare for all eventualities. Lending a hand in the defense of the train, there should be no problem to get you there. Payment would then be tickets.
Are you expecting a lot of things that the train will need defending from?
Now, we have tested this before, and it's been the perfect run-through. But,
Okay.
it's safe.
Men.
As safe as things can be.
Kyoko gave us that insight about something that might be coming anyway, so it kind of makes sense if we were prepared for it.
It sounds like a plan.
All right.
Y'all might be whispering, but I am right here.
We're conferring. We're discussing the deal.
All right.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I think our friend Kyoko can probably take the sleeper car. She's having a bit of a rough day.
Oh,
And,
fantastic.
I think the rest of us could manage security.
All right. Now, I'm not saying we're going to have you
Azuka
stationed
doesn't
in any
look like
particular
much, but-
place. And you're not going to be stationed in any particular place, but if there is some sort of incursion, I would expect to have you guys jumping outside to help defend, Tree falls down and we got to go and move it. We would like to have some kind of bodyguards.
Sounds fair.
Fantastic. All right. And I believe you had a car.
Yeah, it should have been loaded up by now. If not, I have some concerns
All right.
about the man I gave my keys to.
Fair. Then it should be
Can I
in the
have-
secondary storage car in the back. So, if
Can I
that.
go make sure that Betsy's all secure? I know.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, of course. You should be fine.
I
Go
know
ahead and hop
Pebble
onto the
Beach-
train. You'll see everybody else is already inside. They've been quite excited. We have gone
Listen,
to quite
Pebble Beach
the
wants to talk to his
affluent-
girlfriend. So
girlfriend.
yeah.
All right.
Betsy's
I don't
his
want to
girl.
get into any of your domestics, so I'm going to make sure that this all is ready to go, and we'll be on our way.
And let's just
And if you need any help with any engineering, let me know.
Oh, I'm sure Tara will be able to take care of the train that she may build. So, if you excuse me,
Yeah, but
I've got stuff.
sometimes 4 hands are better than 2.
And sometimes somebody who doesn't know the blueprints can do something mighty stupid. So,
Sometimes doing something stupid makes things so much more fun.
I'm gonna.
I would
go.
not like to have stupid fun on my first ever train ride through a very dangerous area to secure the future of my business. So, if you wouldn't mind.
Azuka's really like walking away towards the train.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna start sidling as well through midair.
You know, I could talk to your engineer, and maybe they'd have a
Sir, I
different
would really
opinion about
appreciate it if you would just go to the train and take your seats. I appreciate your want for security and help for me, but let's leave the engineering and mechanical know-how to the artificer who made this thing, okay?
for now.
Okay.
But I'm there if you need me.
I will keep that right in the back of my noggin. All right.
Perfect.
So you guys walk over. The inside of the train is actually very elegantly designed. You have these dark woods, very, what's the satin red across bars. You have this probably gold-plated filigree on so many different things, brass on the railings. It is nice. And Chuck knows nice. This is nice. Sturdy on the outside, elegant on the inside. Let's see. You notice that there are, in total, 9 cars. The engine. Right behind the engine, there is an employee lounge, a little bed car that's there. Behind that, you guys will go through. You see an entire dining car with 3 people behind the bar waiting to be waiters and chefs if need be. All set with full, 4 or 5 different booths to help people out. You have a full lounge car with, full glass windows going through that you're able to just enjoy the ride. They have the circular seating with a table with inlays for cups, so if anything has a little bumpy road, everything can stay stabilized. You go through an entire sleeping car of just room, 12 different rooms available at any given time for people who are willing to pay just a little bit more. You have another basic observation car, which is just seats, windows, join the basics of a train. And then in the back are 2 separate storage cars. You assume Betsy's in one of those with other packages and crates thereof. And then the defense car in the back, which has little slits for arrows to shoot out of, an open backside that will allow for, if anything's chasing it, to just gun it down, or magic, or whatever you would have. When you guys go to get inside the train, a lot of people are looking in and being super curious and pushy. And as that's happening, a couple of people actually do walk inside with you, thinking it's just this, oh, we can just go in and observe stuff. As you go inside, then somebody from the second, okay, well, I need to see some tickets here. And you guys go off, you show your tickets, and you get comfortably seated in the observation car, everybody together, as the rabble has been pushed out. Sometimes actually pushed out because people are entirely too curious about this, out the door.
I make a beeline for the employee lounge because we are technically employees.
As you are going to the employee lounge, on the way there are a couple sleeping cars, and in room, we'll say 9, Kyoko just goes, y'all have your fun if anything goes entirely crazy. I'm going to be here, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. It opens up, and it's actually a 4-bunk setup, so if anybody wanted to go and also sleep in there, it's very plausible.
I mean, in that case, I think Azuko's walks past and freezes and sees that and goes, I think I'll join you. I'm going to go and try and get into one of the beds.
It's actually comfortable. It's a full twin. Not a full twin. It is a full, I always get mattress sizes. Fulls and twins is the whole thing. Full beds on either side. Very nice, very spacious. Kyoko turns into fox form, goes and curls up, and just immediately passes out. Every now and then you see her eyes wincing as more straight, hair turns to the white and then back. You guys have the run of the train. What would you like to do?
I'd like to run up and down the train.
Well, as you're running up and down the train, you get to see everything that I was described to you. You get to meet the people behind the bar. In the employee lounge, there's even a full setup for wardrobe changes. There's a full kitchen in there separate from the actual dining car. It's a really nice place.
That was a joke, Kevin.
Look, if you want to be sprinting from one side of the train to the other, look, if it was an empty train, I would do the same. I've been on an empty train, and it's kind of just do.
I think Chuck will
don't come at
simply
me with
take a
that.
seat in the lounge area where the windows are and invite Mentala to join him.
Okay.
Oh, first he was gonna go see Betsy. That's
Right.
right. He was
You
gonna
go
make
and
sure
see
was
Betsy.
secure.
Betsy has been perfectly moved onto it. You notice a couple of scuffs on like a wheel well, just like where they probably attach something to then move it on. It's just like it just kind of scratched up a little bit, but overall, she's fine. It takes you a little bit to get from door to door. You notice that there is like iron lock that shifts over, goes through. You have to go like across this little like rickety plank to get to the next car kind of thing. So it does have a bit of a dangerous aspect to it. As that is happening, Intala, what are you up to?
I probably have a wonder as well. I feel like the practicality of moving Red between carriages means that, like, he'll probably leave Red in, like, one of the central ones, and then he can explore 100 feet up one end of the train and 100 feet down the other end of the train, but definitely wandering around and familiarizing himself and just enjoying the sights and the sounds and the smells and the excitement.
Perfect. As all of this is happening, Chuck, you're redoing the damage and fixing up Betsy. A couple hours passes as more people come into the train, and you hear,
Express is now leaving the station. I hope you all have a wonderful time, and thank you for being here for the maiden voyage of the Denver Express.
as all fanfare happens outside, there's little poppers that go off, a little band starts going off, and the train starts leaving the station. There's only about a dozen, 18 people on this train. It is very spacious with a lot of open. As you are walking back, Mental, you're like just going through and exploring everything. You do notice a doll. Just kind of sitting upright in one of the seats, staring out the window, motionless.
Is it the doll
And
I
it
saw
appears
before?
It is your girlfriend. Unfortunately, when the girl got in, she was having some fun playing with it. And when she got shushed out, unfortunately left it behind.
So is the girl on the journey or?
No.
Oh no. Gonna have to find a way to get this back to her.
Is Mentala the only one? It's only Mentala, right? That's it?
As of right now, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm probably still using my floating shoe, so I'm just like walking along the aisle, but like at the height of a human head, roughly.
That way you don't
Okay.
get stepped on. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, like a mosquito. Okay, so you see Alicia's doll, and it has like a frilly white, like almost ridiculously white pinafore on that has this red ribbons that run through it. It's very cute. It has like a really furry, like sort of fluffy, lacy jacket on. The doll has dark hair, big pink eyes, freckles, and big red bows on the sides of her head. It almost looks like something like that, like if you could like think of like the most ridiculous looking doll that someone could wish, dream of, that's exactly what you're seeing, just sort of flopped over, staring into space. And her eyes are just these big, like pink sort of buttons. And unmovingly, let me ask this question, DM. What's your perception, Mentala? What's your perception in general? What's your number?
Well, my modifier is 9 to perception rolls.
Okay, you're good. You're fine.
yeah.
You hear. Psst. You. Psst. You. Mia.
Who's there?
Yeah.
What? And I like drop down to floor level, and I'm looking under the seats, and then I like leap up and flap the wings and activate the shoes again, so I'm once again at like human height. Like who's saying that?
Oh my
Who's here?
God, I can't believe this. Now up here. Here, we don't have a lot of time. Come up here. Me.
Up
on
where?
the seat. Sitting on the seat.
You
We're just
fly up,
looking
look
at
around.
you. And you
there's
don't
no one
see
there.
her face moving. All you see is the doll. I'm here. Yeah, lean in. I want to ask you something.
And Tell's like, I don't know, what is it? Could it be? And like deactivates the shoes and like drops and then turns them on again to be at like seat level and just like walks towards, like peering at this doll.
So you're
Oh.
leaning into her, sort of leaning toward her.
I'm just like, it can't be. Is it? What's going on? Someone's talking on the seat.
And right when you're close enough, you notice her eyes lip open. They're no longer doll eyes. They look like human alive eyes.
Oh.
And she grits her teeth.
Ah!
And she says right in your face, "Who the hell are you?"
Ah! What the hell are you? You're a doll.
Yes, I met you earlier. My name is Lottie. Stand back. She sort of stands up and flexes. She's like, "Oh, I'm thrown around by that bloody child for hours. What are you doing here, and who are you? Look
But
like you're from where I'm from."
I'm Mentala. I'm a sprite. I'm just on the train. I'm going to the I'm just taking the train. That's what.
Talk so loud. The minute someone comes through here, I'm turning back to a doll. Don't try anything funny, because I haven't decided if I like you yet. No, you're
What?
pretty cute.
I'm very confused.
It's good. It's a good way to be, especially when you're on this train. Things aren't what they seem.
That tracks. I don't know what's going
As
on.
this
Why are you
awkward
here?
silence kind of happens, someone opens the door, and you see this man walking in with a very well-tailored suit with a collar open, no tie, very well-done hair, some tattoos kind of peeking out from under the collar, just walking through and just eyebrow raised, just kind of looking around, and he's looking like very intently at a lot of different things. You can tell he's really trying to take in everything that's here.
Has he
he's
spotted
just kind of just
me
strolling
when he
through.
comes in?
It's just oh, hey, how you doing?
Hey,
So,
everything good?
yeah, this is nice.
Looking forward to
So
it.
you
Seeing the
play with
sights.
dolls?
What? No, I just found this. I was gonna take it to a conductor. I think someone left it behind.
Ah, okay. And he just keeps walking.
Like, I wait till he's gone.
You, Metallic, you're gonna feel something pinch you really hard. You almost gave me away.
I
Careful,
was
next-
covering for you, and I don't even know who you are.
Be careful. Who are you here with?
My friends were on a trip to New York. We're just passing through. Who are you? Why are you here? Are you meant to be here? Did you get left here accidentally? Why are you alive?
Why am I? Well, give you.
Why
my
are you
story.
alive? What is the purpose?
Why are you alive? How am I supposed to answer that question? It makes no sense. My name is Lottie. Obviously, if you'll get your hands off me for a second, I am a puppet.
I didn't even
And
touch
a
you. I
really
was just
strong
leaning
puppet.
in.
What?
Wait, you're a what? Do I know what a puppet is?
If you want to go ahead and
Doll.
make a, I wouldn't call this
Doll.
nature. I'd call this arcana.
Hmm.
You
See, 16.
never seen a puppet before?
You know there are like constructs, and I wouldn't say that you know the exactly like specifically a puppet. It's pretty high level magic to make one. So this is
Was created by
bewildering
a
to you.
wizard. Wizard named Dr. Bosworth, or his daughter Pixel. And Pixel was who I was sworn to protect. It was always me and Pixel, and then Rift happened, the tear. Somehow I was propelled into this mix of a universe. I'm going to find my way back home. And nothing, not even you, whatever you are, is going. What's your name again?
I'm Mentala.
What are you? Look
I'm-
like Farum.
I'm a sprite.
Try anything funny.
I'm
I
not
could-
trying anything.
Right. I am finding my way back home.
Is at this point, Chuck, you have finished repairing Betsy, and you've walked into the train car yourself.
Oh, this is my
Good to
friend.
get some
He's cool.
mechanic work in the morning. Chuck is like walking through, paying no mind. He'll probably walk past and go, "Wait, Ben?
Yeah.
What are you doing with that kid's doll?"
It got left. I look over to see if the doll is doing anything or is just playing dead.
Back to a doll again, yeah. But but she did hear you. She heard you say it's your friend, but she's just watching for a minute, so she's back to doll.
Yeah, I think the girl left it behind. I don't think she's on the trip. I think she must have forgotten it.
Did you take to heart the fact that she said that's your girlfriend now? And
No, it's a doll. Why would I do that? That's weird.
Listen.
Okay, just
Listen,
because
man,
I'm short.
I don't- Listen, you can only work with the size you have.
I just found it here,
Uh-huh.
and I was gonna
Sure.
go take it to a conductor so it could go into lost property or something, and maybe get back to its owner because she'll be sad.
You sure you're not taking it on a nice long train date?
You are the worst.
Listen,
At this point, Azuka kind of walks in, rubbing his eyes, and was like, I got a nap in. Hey, Chuck. Hey, Mentala.
Go
Hey,
ahead and
oh.
roll me
Before
a
Azuka
fortitude
can
save.
before Azuka can say or do anything, Mentala's like, the girl left her doll here. We gotta get it to a conductor or something, or so it could go on lost property. Just trying to cut it
roll
off
a
before
fortitude
anything
save.
can happen.
Yeah. So when Azuka wakes up, I would like you to make a fortitude save. We'll say
Fortitude.
DC 20 for the nap to see if it really, like if it was a solid
If it
nap and you
helps.
got rid of the fatigue.
Yeah, okay. Nope.
No. All right. Still fatigue.
Nope.
hey, Zuka, Min
Huh?
stole this kid's doll, so
I didn't steal
you
the
can
doll.
Take it on a date. No,
I don't know.
you got to hear this out. Min was so lonely after we were talking about whatever escapades I had the other night that
Don't
Min
trust him.
decided
Do you
that
pick up the doll? Like just show Azuka?
I pick up the doll. I'd pick up the doll and I'm just like, I'll be honest, I'm way too tired to understand what exactly is going on, but I heard we need to hand it to the conductor. Let's just find the conductor.
I think we should let him have his date. That's what I think.
It's not.
Mentala, do you want to stick around with the doll?
I just.
Azuka, I think Azuka, let me think. Yeah, Azuka, you notice for a second that when you say something about were you, wait, which one of you said, I think it was Chuck who said that, is this your girlfriend? One of you said it.
It was
That
Chuck.
was
This is your
Chuck.
Yeah.
It was Chuck.
Yeah, okay, Chuck, when you say that, you notice that the doll's eyes flicker for a minute. Just flicker, you notice
Twitch.
them a minute.
Azuka,
Yeah.
not to alarm you, but
That's
I think
already
that
alarmed me.
doll just moved.
I look down at the doll and then back up at Chuck. It's a doll.
You like flipping her around and stuff? Like
Maybe it's
flipping
one
her
of
I think it
those
was
ones
like
with,
it's.
like, the-
I'm like throwing her around like it's a doll.
So maybe it's one of
What
those
do you
ones where
mean?
the eyes move depending on how you hold it. It's like a balance thing. It's
Yeah.
like a weight in the eyes.
No, they're just static. They're static button eyes. So the fact that Chuck noticed the move, but when the Azuka turns her upside down, she goes, "Oh, right, all right, all right," and she sort of rings around and lands on the ground.
Whoa! I am in desperate need of sleep. Has everyone seen that? This is happening, right? Or is that
No, that happened. That definitely happened.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool,
this
cool.
is real. Damn, dude, I was just messing with you, but now I really do see she's your girlfriend.
That's not what it is, but also she is alive, and I don't know why.
Not that kind of doll.
Oh.
You notice that she moves her hand to like this. That was a slow burn. I know. He was like,
Yeah.
oh. She moves her hand to like this her little red like ribbon belt. She has this little satchel that's also like attached to the ribbon, and it's just black, but it's this tiny little leather like satiny ribbon satchel that she has, and she moves her hand to it. Look, don't know who any of you are, except for that one. I'm traveling across this expanse. I need my way back home. I'm very strong. I was going to try to hitch a ride with that little brat, but she kept messing with me, so I escaped. I need to travel with someone. Mind taking me with you? Very easy for you. And you, don't make any fast moves. She's pointing at Asuka.
Hey, honestly, I'm moving the slowest I've ever moved in a while, so you don't need to worry about that. Sorry
Right.
about picking you up. I didn't know you were alive.
No, just don't try anything again. Nothing funny. All right?
Yeah.
I need to know where the three of you are going. Where do you think you're going?
Kind of looked
Train
at
ride.
Chuck and Tala. Yeah.
You don't know where you're going? Oh God, what am I finding all these weird people for?
Where does this train
Are
stop
you-
again?
So this train goes to Chicago,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then it'll go on to another place afterwards.
For the record, so that you know, you can't see Chuck's eyes. Everything's dark. He's wearing a hat. The only part of him you can really see is his mouth. It's almost like there's just like this shadow that you can't really see his eyes.
Okay. So Lottie is about 1.5 feet tall. So I think she's a little bit taller than Mintala, maybe. I don't know.
Yep, I'm 9 inches tall.
She's literally gonna. That's hysterical. Like
Mhm.
straighten up her dress. Walk up to Chuck. And tilt her head all the way up. Look under to look
God,
under his
the
hat.
human eyes there.
It's very much.
You
She
still-
looks just that's all.
Even though you're underneath, you still can't see his eyes. They're obscure.
The shadows almost cling to his face and have like this distorted effect that make it almost impossible to discern any facial feature.
Gonna turn her head right back to Mintala and go, "What the hell is he? What's your problem? Why are you hiding?"
Oh, he's cool. He's cool. He's got a mysterious hat thing going on.
He's got a mysterious hat thing going on. That's what you're telling me? Right.
I mean, yeah, it's not that weird. I've been in the hat and it's been fine, so it's like not a huge thing. It's just like mysterious.
So all the three of you, and how did you find each other, and what are you doing here? All right, it's fine. Normal, little person, fairy, whatever. You, with your hat, I can't see your face. Again, nothing funny. You, the tired one. Not
Yeah.
buying that act at all. So don't
Huh?
try anything funny.
Yeah.
The article.
Okay. We are heading to Chicago. Is that what you want to know? We're going to
Good.
Chicago.
Come with you. Trust me. Make things a lot easier. See things you can't see, and I have access to places that you don't have access to. Not even you, Hat.
Okay. Can you like see
As
the
this
future?
conversation goes on, you see like the sun is about to hit about 5, 6 o'clock at night. It's been a couple hours since you guys have been on this train. You had a full nap. It was great.
I mean, it wasn't great for me.
Fair.
Be served for the next couple of hours in the dining car if you would like. Today we'll be serving steak, escargot, oysters, salmon, and anything else that you might require that we do have. This is not a very strict menu. Goodbye.
Hey, Zuka, maybe you can whip something up. It sounds like they got food.
I'm not getting paid enough for that. I'm just gonna like.
We're not getting paid at all. We're getting paid by our own
Exactly.
tickets.
I'm gonna do the bare minimum I need to do to earn this ticket, which I'm currently doing. As I like crawl into the seat, I just like try to curl up and lie down in the seat. I'm just looking for any soft surface. I'm constantly looking for a soft surface to lie down on, and still get no sleep in. But I'm in that state of tired.
You said you can like see things. Can you see like the future or like really far away or anything? For no reason in particular?
Talking to me?
Yeah. You said you could like see stuff that we can't see.
Sort of. Don't know if I can see things or just intuit them. See, she sort of looks at Chuck and Azuka. I've already explained my story to this one here. I was created by a very powerful wizard. Do you know what a wizard is?
Oh yeah, we met one.
Yeah. Actually, we're here because of one. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
I'm still kind of on the fence about him, actually.
I wasn't finished talking.
Oh, sorry.
I was created by a very powerful wizard. Protect his daughter, who's, I don't know, human years 5. She's not really a human either, if you think about it. All of a sudden, the rift happened, the tear, and I was thrown here. I'm finding my way back slowly, little by little. Me.
When Lottie says that, you know, Kate has been researching this for decades. Nobody knows a way to get back. Nobody knows a way to open the tear. Get back to the plane. He is the foremost wizard that is known to be researching such things, but he's been stopped for years.
But the diamond he wants us to get, isn't that to do with... Oh, the emerald, that was it. Mentello doesn't care. It's like, we're going to go get a big shiny rock. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But that's part of his research into trying to find a way back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, your story sounds a lot like the movie Pinocchio, as he takes his hat off.
The face is revealed.
She's sort of just squinting at your face. Look familiar. I haven't decided if that's a good thing or a bad thing. One thing I will say is you helped me. Take me with you. I can't move as fast. Unfortunately, I don't have feathered boots like this one over here. I'm strong. You help me. I'll be.
Can
obviously you kind of recognizing me.
Don't know. Maybe possibly it will come to me later.
If you want to go ahead and roll a intelligence check.
Me?
Yes. To see if you know who this man is.
Okay. See if I know who this man is. Oops.
So we'll take the
I
first
rolled
one.
twice by mistake, so it's 8 and 14.
Yep.
Add them together.
With an 8, you've seen his picture on a magazine. You did not read the title. You did not read the article, but you saw his picture on a magazine.
Okay, that's right. Famous, are you?
I suppose that would be true.
Let's keep it on the up and up, all right? Again, she sort of like pats that little satin satchel. Had to take care of myself out here. Think it's hard? Do you think it's easy traveling across a wide expanse as a doll? You have to find bratty children to pick me up and play with me. You're the first, adult. She looks over at Mintala questioningly. Actually, pick me up and play with me. Not sure about being your girlfriend, though. Sorry.
Okay, so that entire interaction before, I thought that you were just like just like a normal doll that it isn't alive and doesn't have like feelings or was aware of the conversation. I was just playing along for the sake of the kid to be nice.
You've got him flustered.
Flustered?
Do not encourage this, Chuck.
Well, that's all right then. That's fine. I think this could work out for both of us. You going to tell me what you're doing besides traveling to Chicago or New York, wherever you said you're going? Why?
Well, full honesty, we're here to protect that guy that's curled up in a ball being a little sleepyhead.
Him like just snoring.
Zuka?
What? Oh, huh? Oh, shit, a doll. What did I miss?
Do you need protection from?
Oh, are we telling her everything? Okay, I guess. Yeah, sure. Some cult.
I mean, I didn't
guess.
tell her everything, but I said we're here to protect you. If you want to say everything, that's up to you. That's your story, not ours.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, a cult's kind of like looking for me for reasons.
Somebody's after you?
I guess some bodies, multiple.
Oh my god. You have a target on your head. I've chosen the wrong group of bandyranders. Oh. I could still help you though.
Or you chose the right ones, the ones that know how to protect somebody.
I'm still alive.
Yeah. Not a scratch on him.
You guys been fighting monsters? You
A little
fought
bit.
monsters?
I think we fought like a demon at one point. Or a devil. I don't know. It's kind of hard to differentiate.
And I fought many in my day.
Fought some
Long
goblins.
before the tear happened.
What about you, Fairy? You fought monsters bigger than you?
Yeah, I mean, that's not hard, but so yes. Most things I fight are bigger than me. Though, I have something bigger than them to help.
What's that?
Funny as you say that, like a big stone hand like opens like the door, and this like gargantuan earth golem made out of concrete and rebar and like iron plating across the ribs kind of like fits his way in to just
Oh, there you are. Oh, you found your girlfriend.
That's no. Oh, why is everyone doing this? This is Red. He's my friend. He keeps me safe.
Yeah.
and he just kind of stumbles over just
Watch it!
The carriage is rocking with his...
yeah.
Right, you're big. You're huge. You come in handy.
Okay.
What are you?
Huh?
What are you?
Rock. Concrete.
A rock?
Yeah, and concrete.
Okay, I'm assuming you fought monsters before then. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at me like that. Right. Good to know.
Yeah.
Make sure I pair up with the right people.
You got a monster after you? You're so focused on fighting monsters.
Yes. I have seen many things in my travels. I honestly don't know how long it's been since I was separated from Ixil. Ixil was why I was created. So
About
I pretty much have no purpose other than
that.
being cute.
So, you said you were made for the wizard's daughter, and they're like 5, right?
Don't know what happened.
And then,
All
like,
of a sudden.
the tear happened, and you ended up in this world.
Yes.
Well,
Don't know why and how.
Well,
It's distressing.
the tear was like 30 odd years ago.
So, a little bit of backstory for Lottie here. When the tear happened and you fell through, you didn't actually fall directly here. You made a stop in the first world, or the Fey realm. And there, time's a little weird. Thought you were in a pond and you fell through this pond that fell into another place, and then you suddenly woke up here. But when that happened, a lot of time had passed. And it's been some time.
Oh, it's a long time. I hope they're all
Pretty-
right. Do you think they might still be all right then?
Well, sure. I mean, if they didn't come through in the tear, then they're still just back in that world, all fine, probably.
Oh, no.
And they'll be 35 now.
I mean, there's also the potential that their body decided to merge with another body.
Chuck! Don't!
You come in. What? Serious? That's awful.
Yeah, that's what happened to Azuka here. That's why we got to protect him. He's got
No,
some kind of thing in.
What?
It's an incredibly rare thing. It won't have happened. She will be totally fine. I mean, she had her wizard father to keep an eye on things. I'm sure, like, he would have put up some protective spells. They'll be good. They'll be all good. You don't need to go back and protect them anymore. You can just do what you like wherever you are.
Also, I'm pretty sure my whole situation has kind of literally nothing to do with the tear, just like a weird cult.
You know,
thing.
he's not even as old as the tear. But neither am I.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. Just because I'm the
Look at
token old
me.
guy of this group doesn't mean you can just stare at me and be like, he's the old one.
I mean, you,
Oh, the
you
old
are.
one?
Yeah, his hip goes out randomly. Is honestly
That
kinda
is
sad to
not even
watch.
close to true.
So Chuck does have the appearance of somebody who would be in their early 50s,
Okay.
maybe mid 50s. It's really hard to tell though, because he has like some gray, a little salt and pepper going on, still longer hair, like still looks like he looks 45, 50-ish, but the actual age, who knows?
Can't tell.
Think Keanu Reeves.
Oh, perfect. That's
Ageless.
You're more perfect than ever.
Right.
Your purpose is protecting him, both of you, all three of you, I guess. It's your purpose. This one.
At the moment, yeah.
So, why are you carrying him across the country, which could be completely dangerous? Why not just stay in one place with him and lock him in like a closet or something?
Well,
Get hurt.
we were in the one place and we got attacked. So we thought if we moved to lots of places, then it's harder.
And
that makes sense.
speaking as a true marksman of this party, it's a lot harder to hit a moving target than it is to hit one that's standing still.
Oh, that makes me feel very confident. Thank you. Oh, since you have all, I guess, fought monsters and you're standing here, done pretty good for yourselves. I think I may have made a pretty good match. So, I'll come with you. I'll help you with whatever you're doing with him. Is he okay? Or is he always this tired? Maybe you need something to eat. Yeah?
Listen, he slept with the foxy lady we have with us. You know, I don't know what they did last night, but they both seem to be tired and hurting in the morning. So I don't know, something happened.
You are a menace.
I'm just telling the truth.
Well, then
I mean, in all fairness,
to see if I catch on.
Lottie just said she met the right pair.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
you.
Okay, cool.
In what way do you think this is appropriate talk for me?
You'll get used to it since you're going to be around us, I suppose. But you are right. I think I do kind of need food. Quick question. Just want to get some boundaries set. You don't like getting picked up. I gauge that much. Anything
Yeah,
else
you
we need to
can
learn
hit me,
about
that's
this?
fine.
Oh,
Don't turn me
okay.
upside down and shake me up. It tickles.
Okay.
I'll bite you if
fair.
you do that.
Yeah, not a fan of biting. Okay, noted. Anything else we should know?
Yeah. Besides the 3, 4, 5 of you, I'm standing here. If anybody comes up, I'm going to turn back into an inanimate object, a doll. Don't be scared or frightened. It's all part of my technique and strategy. Just go along with it.
Yep.
I mean, I could simply put you in my coat pocket.
Right then. Don't mind riding in your coat pocket, as long as you don't have any dust bunnies in there.
As you say this, a man opens the door at the far end, Just, oh, well, this is quite lovely. Don't you think, dear? Oh, certainly, yes, of course. As these two men arm in arm are walking down, kind of just admiring the train going through. Just kind of walk past. Oh, good to see you all. Are you enjoying your time on the train?
Yeah, sorry, I just was able to find my daughter's doll. I want to make sure and take it back to her in the sleeper car.
I'm trying to explain why he's holding a dog.
Very good. Yes.
I mean, it is a good day. I was able to find it, you know? It's almost like this thing wanders off on its own.
Oh,
Maybe
arcades have lost a dollar or two in their day. Yes. It happens. Yeah. You get them another one and they forget the old one, you know. Kids, they easily forget.
Nah. This one's special. This one's from her late mother. No replacing them.
No, there is not. Well, I'm going to go to the storage car. If you guys fancy a game of poker maybe later, we might be able to have some fun in the I'm trying to get a little game together. Hank,
I mean,
you know you are
if you
terrible.
Want to lose money...
Please don't take any of my husband's money. I will actually pay you to not play, okay? No, dear, please. It's going to be a fun game. I'm seeing who in the cars might be willing to have a little fun, you know, little excitement along the way. But, okay, I got to go check on the cargo just to see how things are going, see how my stuff is doing. And he just kind of pulls this husband along and just kind of walks down away. We'll see you later.
Yeah, have a good one. I hope your stuff is put together.
Oh, me too. Door closes.
Are we going to play cards? I can help you.
If you'd like.
I can help you. Nobody suspects a doll is card counting, after all. And it's up to you. If it cause trouble, don't know who that was.
Sounds like you like trouble.
Well, speaking of trouble, that's what we're supposed to be looking out for, so we probably shouldn't get too distracted. We should keep an eye outside in case anything...
Oh yeah, the automatons that are eventually going to hit the train. You're right.
Okay, we're just saying that. Yeah, no, there's going to be an attack on the train at some point.
Right. Willing to do what you guys want to do. I'm just telling you.
You're not an automaton, are you?
Am I not what?
You're not working with the ones that are going to raid the train. You're just hopped on the train as a spy to have inside information. That'd be really smart of them. You know?
Do you think there might be any automatons that could be after you?
After me?
Is there anyone after you?
Never really thought of that before.
It's probably not for you then.
Was created by very powerful magic. I wasn't sure that there was anybody that knew that I even existed. I guess if they did find out I existed, they'd probably want to do something with me. Very strong, Mentala. Might not look it. You could probably.
You know, the more you say that, I just want you to arm wrestle Mentala.
I'm not strong.
Exactly, it'd be funny.
She's bigger than me.
Can do that.
So?
Would you like a test of strength?
Okay, fine.
Mentala?
It's good to know.
Let's have an arm wrestling competition here. So you guys position yourselves. There's no real like table to do this. So you kind of do like the whole laying down on a bench away from each other with your arms out. Like, all right, let's go on 3, 2, and go ahead and roll me strength checks.
Okay. 15.
Oh
it's a pretty good roll for me. That's 16 on the dice.
That's a 23.
Okay, you got +4 to your strength. Cool.
You grasp hands, go, and then it's just, all right, 3, 2, and you're like whipped over and actually tumbled off the actual chair that you are on and fall to the floor.
Get up.
From the floor. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely strong.
Get up.
Oh, that
Before
was
someone
perfect.
sees you down there, they might step on you.
You don't need to be rude.
Listen,
You know,
I care about you. You're the first boyfriend I've ever had.
Why is everyone going with this?
I love this so much.
Clambered back up onto the seat.
Azuka's like, damn, and like gently pats Mental on the back. I'm happy for you.
You know, it's customary for the winner to get a complimentary kiss from their significant other.
Complimentary what?
That's a
Complimentary
simple peck on
kiss?
the cheek.
Chuck,
Yeah.
I hope the automatons get you first.
So I feel like Lottie's only experience with anything like that would be the time that Pixel had a tea party and you got like, you were, courting somebody and then the kiss happened and you just like smashed faces together because, it's a doll and a child.
That's perfect. Right then, she's gonna headbutt you. Legit headbutt you.
And Tyler's going to try and dodge.
So can you make an unarmed attack? You go ahead and go to your character sheet.
No.
On the left-hand
This
side,
is
there's
me.
melee strikes. You're going to do unarmed fist.
Great. Okay, let me see. I know.
This is why we have breakfast temp HP.
Oh my god.
So you walk up,
Tal's knocked
go,
out.
grab Mental, go, time to kiss, wham! And he gets knocked back a few feet and just boom, 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 boom,
Damn.
bleeding from the nose.
Do I take the damage?
Yes!
Good thing I gave you that
Alright.
10 HP.
Yeah,
You have
that's
10 HP.
that's 6 of my 7 temp HP gone.
I love this. It's so great.
Just gonna run over to him. Oh no!
It's like,
Across
I'm,
the
I'm
train.
like on the
It's
floor.
gonna take
No,
like
no,
an
no,
hour
no,
to
get away from me! And I'm just gonna like jump straight up.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
So your boyfriend just jumps 5 feet into the air, lands on the air, and is just standing on nothing, staring at you.
Sorry. I didn't mean it. I guess I was a little overzealous with it.
You headbutted
I won't
me,
do it again.
and we already proved that you are way stronger than I am.
Sorry. Come down now. Don't have to float
I'm just
up
gonna,
there every
I'm
time
gonna
you get
stay up here
mad.
for a bit. I like it up here.
Oh, go through this.
Chuck's just losing it in the seat. Just sits down and is just laughing.
So as you are staring up at Mental, the door opens up again as Hank and his husband walk back in and through. You just flop to the floor. Kind of like the one-eyed twitch open. Walks through, just tips his hat, continues on through. Door closes again.
Wanted to trip him. His
Why?
fingers in his pockets. He's walked through here twice. You don't find that a little suspicious?
It's a train that you can only go 2 ways.
No. Go with it. It's suspicious.
I find it suspicious. Oi.
Yeah, he was checking on his stuff. That's weird.
So as you guys are in the observation car, the only ones behind it are the 2 storage cars and the defense car. So there's really not much beyond and not much reason for anybody to really come here, especially because there's so few people,
I'm gonna make sure he didn't mess with Betsy.
Yeah, maybe we should go investigate the cargo. That seems like a good thing to distract us from other things going on right now.
That was
Things
a
are
great
going
kiss,
on.
by the way. I've never seen one so powerful. You really
Thank you.
moved him.
Would you like one? No, I'm not giving you a kiss. He might get jealous. He always gets jealous,
Wow, you know Mentala better than we do.
We have known each other for 30 minutes.
And she's got you down pegged.
I'm going to the cargo car.
I gotta say, Mental, you really found yourself a Dami mommy.
Oh, Dolly Mommy. As
I
you walk
maintain
through the
my,
rest of the car,
about 6 foot height off the floor of the train, and I'm just gonna head to the cargo as quickly
I'm
as
going the
I
opposite
can.
direction. I'm going to the dinner. Like, I see everyone walk away and go, yeah, I'm hungry. And turn around and go to the dinner.
Chuck leans down and just sticks his hand on the floor for Lottie to climb into, so that he can put Lottie in his coat pocket.
She's in his pocket.
Azuka, as you are going towards the dining car, you do pass the sleeper cars that Kyoko is in, if you'd like to say anything or do anything.
I probably just check in just to see how Kyoko's doing.
Still just sleeping, fox form, on the bed, kind of hanging out. As you open the door, the head kind of perks up. Oh, howdy.
Hey. Just a quick update and you can go back to sleep. Mintala has a girlfriend now. It's a living doll. The doll's going to be coming along with us for like, I don't know, until Chicago at the very least. I think from what I remember, because I was kind of fading in and out of consciousness during the whole explanation, she's trying to get back to the first world, and apparently Chicago is part of that journey for her.
Okay.
I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to go get food. Do you want anything? I can bring something down.
If they have anything that you think I would like, I would very much enjoy some. How long was I asleep for?
I don't know. Time has just been really weird.
If that is not the most accurate answer.
Apparently they have like salmon, so I'll get you some salmon.
That would be lovely. Thank you. I'm gonna go back to bed now. Mintala has a what? As you like close the door.
And I'll go to dining car.
All right, in the dining car, you're going to be greeted with a couple of different guests. You see a half-orc businessman in a nice suit, like very Italian suit, very like padded shoulders. You see a gnome woman with like this little like three-piece monocle that's like shifted off to the side and scrambling at dinner. You see Hank, the man who had walked through earlier with his husband, having a nice little dinner, laughing with this halfling woman who is just playing on a lute and just kind of like joyfully enjoying the moment. You see a dwarf in the far corner, kind of just like drinking and kind of like just being like a little curmudgeon. And you see a man who's like big old top hat, goatee, and is like kind of staring at Hank, and just like you see he's like breathing. He's like, he looks a little nervous.
I think Azuka is too tired to engage with anyone. So just go straight for the food. And
go right to the bar?
Yeah, right to the bar to get some food.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
There is a elven man behind the bar. He goes, hello, what can I help you with?
Could I have, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 steaks?
2. I am not to judge the size of anyone's stomach. There's 2 or 3 steaks coming right up. How would you like those prepared?
I don't know. Surprise me.
Medium it is. We also have a couple of sides available. We have some potatoes, some asparagus, as well as a couple of other vegetables. A little medley, if you will.
Ooh, I'll have some asparagus.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I also have like salmon as well, but I put it on like a separate plate. That's for a friend.
So you want 3 steaks on one plate and a salmon on a separate plate with asparagus. No potatoes?
Put potatoes on the steak plate as well.
All right. 1 asparagus, 1 potatoes, 3 steaks, and a salmon coming right up for you. If you would like, is there any drink that you would like to have while you wait for your food? We have a wonderful selection of wine, some ale, as well as a couple of hard liquors.
I'm trying to watch what I eat and drink, so just water will be fine.
Sounds about right. Okay. Kind of takes a glass, pours it in, puts it in front of you. If you like anything, just ask for me. Turns to the side and goes away. He doesn't even have anything written down. He just goes to the back, kind of just like puts in a little order, and then just kind of goes back and starts cleaning a glass.
And it's like sit for like 2-hand, grab the glass of water to sip it, as I'm just trying to not fall asleep where I sit.
as you're doing that, the commotion of the people around you, although you are trying to avoid it, does still happen. As every introvert who has gone to a party and just wants to be alone, you are surrounded by people you cannot get away from.
Yeah.
So, the really nervous man in the top hat kind of stands up with a cane and like gets his stuff together and kind of walks over to Hank. Goes, "Oh, sir, nice to meet you. I just wanted to talk to you about maybe a potential business venture. It took quite a bit for me to acquire these tickets to give us some alone time, if you wouldn't mind. I have a new idea for..." And Hank goes, please, nothing today. I am with my husband trying to have a nice meal. We are enjoying this. Can we not talk business? How about this? We're playing a card game later. And he just starts going off, and it's obviously the nervousness was trying to go and talk to the businessman and do all of that. As that happens, walking through is that half-dwarf girl you saw from earlier, just muttering under her breath as she's walking down, like, nothing's right in this place. And she's just walking through. After it's another walks out.
Oh.
Just work!
Whoa. I thought I had anger issues. I'll just sit back again.
Yes, Tara does have quite the explosive temper. Quite loud, that one.
I can relate.
Oh, find yourself with a little bit of aggression from time to time, a little frustration?
Yeah. It's pretty otherworldly. It's been described as sometimes.
I can see that. Everybody has a bit of a devil inside them that they must deal with, you know. Metaphorically speaking, of course, but sometimes it does feel that way.
Of course. I know it's a 3, but could I have 4 steaks? Would that be too much effort? I mean, if it's too much, don't worry about it. It's on me. I'm just running on empty is way more hungering than I thought it was.
How about I add another steak, and would you enjoy a coffee?
Yeah. A coffee would be
Coffee's
good.
coming right up. Goes in, makes a call, like, pulls open a pipe and just, add another steak. Yeah, I know it's already 3. Yeah, it's just one more. Okay, we'll just do it anyway. Make it this one the, let's below a medium. I keep fucking... Make it rare. I don't know. Just add it onto the stove. And comes back, all right, time to... Starts pouring like a very intricate cup of coffee with like all of these different things that he's twisting. Ah, yes, here you go. And then would you like that with any cream or sugar?
Nah, I think this is good. Thank you.
All right.
Sip it.
All right. Goes to the side. Going back to the storage car with everybody else going in. As you go into the storage car, you notice a bunch of just wooden crates. Chuck had seen this earlier. All of them have a specific symbol on them, but you get this smell of barley, hops. You get some hay. You get like some of these more like farm ranch style crates of food, and you see some equipment in the back, all with this same stamp on it. The entire storage car. Betty is in the far one. The one that you're going through now is the one that has all of the cargo there.
All with the same business stamps?
Yep.
Do they say
We're
Hank on
not
them
really-
or something?
Go ahead.
They say Davies. The Davies Corporation.
Well, Lottie, you said you can see stuff other people can't. Do you have X-ray vision?
Just gonna sort of, hop out of his pocket, but then like slide down his leg a little bit, then land on the floor, look around. Oh, the smell is familiar. No, we're not supposed to be in here, though. You can't be in here long.
Oh, we are. We're on the security for this trip. We made a deal.
And on top of that, being famous has its benefits.
Knew you were famous. Can I have your autograph? Later.
I
What do you
suppose.
think we should do? You crack open some of these bins? Maybe there's some clues. Still haven't told me why you're traveling across the country other than you want to be a moving target.
And all you've really told us is that you're a doll that was pulled through the interdimensional tear in the world, and you're trying to find your way back to somebody you're supposed to protect who taught you how to kiss by headbutting.
You guys are saying this as you are going through to the next storage car to go check on Betsy.
Okay.
As we're going, I am going to use my ability to cast my really, crappy version of Detect Magic, which is just is there magic?
Go ahead. Okay. Can you show me what that is?
No, because I think I've forgotten to put that on my sheet. I thought it was there, and
No
I looked,
worries.
and it isn't there, so...
There is no magic in here. It is all industrial equipment. It is... You see that it's not like a bunch of one different thing. It's a lot of various items. And you might intuit this is a test to see what would survive this transportation. Is the food going to be okay? Are the materials going to come out undamaged? So this is very much a test shipment that you think whoever owns the Davies Corporation is betting heavily to see if this can set up for an entire enterprise. Heck yeah.
Oh, I see. So they're like, yeah, we don't know what kind of weird magical forces might just, turn things bad, just ruin certain substances. So let's send a bunch of test articles on our first passenger trip.
If we go through a swamp that has a corrupted druid in it, does that affect the quality of your carrot?
The people will probably be fine, right?
Yeah, people will be fine.
Yeah. Never met a corrupted druid before, though. Yeah.
Gomenthal. Have you ever met a corrupted druid?
Well, I can imagine so. Well, I don't think it would have come up yet.
The thing is, would he tell you if he was a corrupted druid?
It's true. He would just say, I'm a druid. He wouldn't mention the fact that he's corrupted. You'd think you'd be able to tell, wouldn't you? Like he'd have some sort of rot or smell bad or make really weird dad jokes at inappropriate moments.
Why the dad jokes? They're my favorite. Chuck, as you're going into the car with Betsy, roll me a perception check.
Yes,
Love us? Right.
I rolled a 14 with a 6 on the die.
All right.
18.
With Lottie in your pocket, you're looking over, kind of seeing if anything had happened. And as you're kind of really looking over, Lottie gets a very direct view of the window where there is some obvious fingerprints on it as somebody was just really looking around.
Over there. The window. She's pointing, she can't really point because she's a doll hand, so she's doing this. At the window. Over there.
To the Disneyland
I'll
point.
walk over.
She can move them, but they're just not as, movable as human hands.
You're like the Powerpuff Girls. They only have the nubs, but somehow it still works.
I was hoping they'd be mittens, so you're just like this. Over there.
Only with the thumbs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Only
God.
when I'm raging. Mentala
jeez.
knows. Yeah. Only when I'm raging. Okay.
I love it.
What do you make of the fingerprints?
Somebody's looking at my car.
Are they bigger than sprite-sized?
Oh, yeah. They are human-sized
tell me.
fingerprints.
Oh.
I definitely had my hands on the glass from the inside a few times.
You've ruled yourself out.
I'm
Somebody was
going to
looking.
check for marks on the car, like somebody tried to pick and break into it on the trunk and everywhere.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Is that what it is? I guess that, yeah, because there's no real investigating.
No investigation.
Oh,
Nope.
Geez, 3.
You find nothing. No marks. Nothing around the keyhole specifically on the car. You do notice you maybe are checking the trunk for stuff and looking around. You find that there is a definite butt print, if there ever could be such a thing. And you think, why was there somebody sitting on the back of my trunk?
Paint on your butt.
Like, it just looks like whatever dust had been there is perfectly,
Okay.
like, there was obviously somebody who sat up on this thing.
Hmm?
And the fingers that are next to it match what would have been to the fingerprints on the window.
Butt size.
Wait. Somebody
Think someone was
used-
stowing away?
Or doing something more personal.
What? Don't answer that question. This is a children's show, isn't it?
I'm going to not leave this up to interpretation. Hank and Carl had a makeout session on the trunk of your car. All right.
Yeah,
no,
that's-
we're not leaving that up to interpretation, okay?
I figured that out. I was just like
He's doing it
something
here
more
alone
personal.
with a butt print.
I love the canon that Lottie goes, this is a children's show, right? And was like, show? What the hell are you talking about?
Oh. Okay.
Just right in the middle of a fight. This script is terrible. I'm getting hit a lot.
Let's talk to my manager. Oi.
Right.
Okay.
Never worked.
All
in
right,
this
I don't
cast
think
before.
anybody
some
was
marbles
messing with
loose
the
in there
car.
from coming through the tear.
Oh, yeah.
I think they were just looking for someplace private to have some alone time. Unfortunately, Betsy had to bear the weight of that. Like
Well,
literally,
hopefully it was
'cause they were
just that.
sitting on her trunk. I'm sure Red wouldn't be happy. That's his girl.
She's a strong, independent woman.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't need to watch out
Hats.
for
So
her.
Betsy is hats, girl. Just call him hat. Okay.
So,
Red.
So
the-
Betsy is the name of the car, and
Yeah.
we've tricked the stone golem into thinking the car is alive, and the stone golem is in love with Betsy the car.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank
So,
you.
yeah. Chuck has a little thing that he can control the car with his watch. And so, like,
Yeah.
they've been doing things like, I'm going to open up the doors when Red comes nearby and, like, stuff like that to, like, trick him.
Oh, okay.
Entirely random.
Oh.
We need more
fun.
guests just so we can go over all of the weird stuff we've done.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you can fill in these things. Decide whether or not I'm going to keep hanging with this crew. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Like
So far,
tricking
so
a rock
good.
monster into thinking that a car is in love with them. Y'all are.
Hey,
It's
we already got
Oh,
we got
God.
Mentala a
What?
girlfriend now too.
Oh
So
my god.
As this is all happening, you guys are just kind of laughing at the concept of, you know, the little makeout session that happened here, and you're thinking it's something so devious, and you just go, oh, right, people are people. You hear the shunk as you guys have entered into a tunnel, and all of the lights are just, and as it gets dark, as the light from the sun dissipates, all of these little crystals open up, and it's very dim light, but it is still very visible to see everything. Shadows are a little bit more pronounced. But immediately when it gets dark, the crystals light up and you're able to see inside.
Oh. That's cool.
And every now and then you hear of the different sections of hitting onto maybe like a rock or something that is now in the cave.
Magic
that would
tray.
be really fun. I wonder what it looks like being on the back car looking out towards the light at the end of the tunnel that we just went through.
You guys see?
It's worth checking out.
It's only one car away.
Go. But mind your P's and Q's, articles. Never know what's coming through this train. What's on it?
I'm pretty sure we're on it.
Yes, we are, but we're not the most dangerous things on this train. I like making assumptions. Did you notice?
Yeah, it's kind of unnerving, but also hard to say that something wouldn't be more dangerous than me.
Really?
It's not much more dangerous than red.
Hi.
Things might. I keep forgetting you're there, even though you're huge. Wait, is he big? He's big, right?
Oh yeah.
Red is almost 7.5 feet tall. Like, he is a big boy.
He's very
Like,
wide.
he's up
like-
there. Yeah. If you've
He's like
seen
the
Into the
big one.
Spider-Verse, he kind of looks like Kingpin with his like proportions of he is described as a brick house. And
Yeah.
so like, yeah.
Okay, yeah, there's no way to miss him. Then I guess it's more humorous that she keeps forgetting he's there. Okay, fine.
Some people think I'm a wall.
Technically are.
Okay.
I am. I was once. Yeah. Yeah. I blend.
As long as you don't step
I'm
on
stealthy.
me. Watch where you're walking.
Oh,
I'll knock
I'm
you
very
into next
careful.
week.
I've only crushed one puppy, and it was okay. Mentala fixed it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Already crushed one before?
He's very
Yeah,
mindful of where he
Mentala
puts
said
his.
that he took the puppy to a farm, and then the farm took care of him. So
He's
puppy's
very
okay.
mindful of where he
Yeah.
puts his feet because I could be under them. And if he
Yeah.
if he crushes me, then he dies. So it's
That would hurt. Yeah.
Oh,
a
Yeah.
risky thing.
you. Oh,
We're like
You
we're like
step
linked. It's like if it's like if he stands on me, it's like
Watch.
standing on.
Punches himself in the face.
Ow! No. Yeah, no. If he stands on me, it's kind of like standing on a Lego. He just dies. We both die.
ah, he's like a gentle giant.
Yeah, he's very
Yeah.
careful usually. Ish.
All right.
We've learned.
So you guys want to put yourself on the exposed dangerous part of the train, and I don't even have to do anything?
We're in a tunnel. It's enclosed.
Yeah, we're fine. We're totally fine.
Yeah, it's
Nothing
good.
is in
We're not
tunnels
scared.
anymore.
We are
anything.
patrolling as we should.
I
as
said
the
we were
security
looking. We
detail.
didn't have to walk out into the open area. We could just open the door and see what the light looks like or look through a window.
I will
I mean,
say
it is
before-
not like a
Saying.
small last car. Like, it is basically half of a normal car with just arrow slits, quivers. Like, it has accoutrement and stuff there for you to defend with. Like, there is like a full-on like rotating ballista in the back for like big things. But you guys all walk out, and it's definitely louder. You get the train just going off in the background. The wind is rushing like crazy, and you can like feel the pressure almost reverberating off the sides of the walls since it's in such an enclosed area. And you see going off in the distance this small bit of light just slowly disappearing. And then you guys take a curve and you see where the cave lights up. And as that happens, you see like a little spider. From this distance, it looks very little, but probably up close it would be quite big. Just kind of like go down on some web and then just go back up.
I've definitely
Okay,
turned off the
maybe-
shoes for this because I'm like, I appreciate so far that the moving reference frame of the train has allowed me to use the shoes while in the train, but I'm not gonna test like the boundary when we go outside. Just gotta be on, I'm
My
gonna be
thought-
on the feet on the floor.
My thought is that it would go with the air. So
Spider does?
inside of a container,
No,
you
my
have the
shoes,
air that
like,
is
My
stagnant.
shoes let me stand in midair, so I'm like, if
he
I'm
doesn't have shoes that allow him to fly.
in an
but-
exposed part of the train standing in midair, I don't want to test at what point my reference frame changes from the train to the ground.
Yeah. So,
I will also say that we were going to look briefly, and if we rounded a corner and saw a spider thing, Chuck's just going to be like, maybe we should go back in.
Ugh.
and as
I
you
don't
say
mess with
that,
spiders.
boom, you guys end the tunnel and you're back out and you see this lovely countryside. You see far off in the distance this little like mountainous structure with some ruins like tilted off to one side. You see a lush forest, and then that ends off into a massive plain that goes into rivers and lakes, and it's just a wonderful view.
Is it like jarring cutoffs of like world colliding sort of
There so
landscapes?
the ruin that is on this like giant hill is the hill itself is like tilted to the side, and the rest of the world can. It's like you put a bad piece of geometry into the floor of like a video game, and it just kind of fits in. So there is like this hard like cut going up, and then the ruin itself has like settled into like a leaning tower of Pisa kind of thing. The greenery there has this like more brown to like amber color of grass and trees and leaves, while everything around it is a vibrant green. So you get these like weird patches, but they seem to be in like larger scales. It's not something where you'll get like a foot by foot shift of something. It's like chunks were transposed.
Wow.
Oh, it just reminds me that I have no idea where to go or how to get home.
What
Well,
would you do if you couldn't?
Stop trying, though.
Well,
No.
would you make your own decisions?
Yeah, but
Figure out what it is you wanted to do?
you doing what you want to do, Hat?
I always do what I want to do. Everything's my choice. I'm not forced to do anything.
he is rich, though.
As
That's
you
not
guys
like
say
what
this-
everyone can do.
Make me a perception check.
Everyone or Mentala?
Everyone, right?
Yeah,
28,
everybody.
Rolled a 19.
Even
I
Azuka.
got a
Even-
26.
Even me?
Yeah, Lottie is in
I
a
rolled an
moment.
18.
Where am I? And what am I doing here?
It's the purpose of existing.
Mm.
I rolled a 23 with 16 on the die.
God, y'all have been doing great. With those, Azuka, you hear tunk, tunk, tunk on the roof of your car that you're in. You get the stakes delivered to you. They get put into your hands, and you hear this tunk, tunk. And Chuck and Mentala, you hear a of glass shattering and breaking in cars next to yours, farther down.
If I
Uh-oh.
were to guess, I think the automatons are here.
Well, RQ, let's go.
So as you guys go, Azuka, you got the food in your hands. What are you doing?
I was gonna say, wait, did we just get steaks delivered?
Yeah, steaks
Wait a
delivered to me.
minute.
I have my like knife and fork in hand. I hear it and go, just one. I can get one done. I can eat one quickly. I was gonna try and quickly eat one steak before I jump up to try and navigate. So follow the sound of this going across the cart.
Roll me a constitution check. I just want to see if your body can just wolf this down real quick.
Okay.
He chokes.
12.
You get halfway through a steak. Maybe you would like to slow down there. It's not going anywhere. You have all the time you need.
It probably will be. Just a heads up. I'm way too tired to just keep this to myself. Someone is attacking the train. They're probably on the roof as we speak. And I'm security, so I have to kind of fix that.
No, that's impossible. Trust me.
How much you want to bet?
I will be no charge for any food or drink you have for the entirety of this ride if you are right.
I think when he says that, goes, oh, wait, I was being charged for this? Oh, yeah, sure.
At very nice places like this, they don't really tell you what the cost is. They just charge you later.
Hey, just a quick question. Can I return any of these steaks? I've only eaten one of them. Can I return the other three?
Oh, but I thought the train was under attack.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to stop it before you realize it, and I end up just losing money anyway.
As you say that, a door opens up behind you as you hear another thud, and walking in is this very broad-shouldered, barrel-chested, probably 7 to 6.5 feet tall, thick automaton.
All right. Where? Sergeant, where are we going?
And you hear somebody from atop.
I don't know why you're down there now. We need to be moving forward 2 more. Ugh, I'll go this way.
As this thick, like almost like the physique of a big orc, starts walking through the train car.
That little son of a...
Just starts walking through.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's one of the people attacking the train.
Yes, I feel so endangered right now. It is pretty odd. I didn't know we picked up any automatons.
Yeah. Can you just
Anyway.
like keep this warm for me? And I like move the player stakes towards him.
Sounds good.
So do
We'll
my
jump
job.
back to everybody else as you go through the train car. The train car with Betsy is fine. No one's in there. Go to the next cargo section, and you see, like shattered. How do I do this? Go to the next car. That's where the window would be. Next car, where the observation car was, and there is a window shattered, and there is like a thinner, more lanky, but still probably like 6'4", plated automaton with these glowing eyes that is just like a slit. And you turn around and you see this like spherical core covered by all these different plates. Very like General Grievous looking. With just like thicker limbs.
Well, aren't you a fancy looking something?
Who are you? I knew everybody who was supposed to be on this train. Who are not here.
I'm very much here unless you got some kind of wild imagination that can dream something up as big as me.
I don't think you were meant to be on this train.
This is according to plan.
Who's
Stay
playing?
here, and I will not have to hurt you.
I'm scared of you hurting me.
Please, just stay.
What is it you're
How about
here
you
for?
answer our questions then? Yeah.
I am here to relieve the engine of its power core. Stay here, and you will not be harmed.
I would like to thank all the Patreon people for choosing automatons to fight the train. That'd be great. Love this.
Hold on. Give me just a sec real quick. I gotta set down my daughter's doll. I don't want to get it hurt in this nonsense. It's very special to her.
And Chuck
Why
sits her
would you
down
need to
and she
set it
literally
down?
sit down.
You can take that with you.
I'm going to shoot. Quick draw and shoot.
Okay. Roll me initiative.
Yep.
We're gonna do this quickly.
Question.
Just between us two, because I want to see who goes first here.
Well, I'm trying to do it. I mean, all right. So hear me out.
Yeah.
I'm bending down to set the doll, so it's like a distraction to then be able to quick draw and surprise him.
I'll give you a
Can I roll
circumstance bonus. Okay, can you
Well, I
roll
was
what?
going to ask you, should I roll with deception?
Go for it. Yeah.
Because I can do that.
Wow.
There you go. A 23 with an 11 on the die.
You just beat me. All right. So with that, you're able to go first. I do go... Me and Lottie are on the same one. What is Lottie's dexterity? Or Jack, do they have anything specific in Pathfinder for doing, like, initiatives are the same?
It'll be whatever the modifier is, so perception.
Cool.
You'd see who has the higher wisdom.
Got it.
Okay. I'm
Then-
10. No matter. 10, a modifier.
All right, then I beat you.
Hmm.
So with that, it'll go Chuck, the automaton, then Lottie. For just this quick action, and then we can do something.
Cool.
Roll for it.
I'm posting this so that you know.
Yeah, 10 paces. Okay.
So that I get my can move up to 10 feet, And
That's the free action.
I'm able to have a free action to draw one of my firearms. So I can only shoot once. I can't do paired shots.
Perfect. He is roughly 10 feet away from you, so you get right up on him.
Cool.
So if you want to be back a little bit, if you want to be behind cover, if you want to get up close to him and get up in personal, you can do that. How do you want to play it?
I'm going to shoot and retreat my 10 feet. So as I'm shooting, it's basically like walking.
So you're
back.
backing up and firing?
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and unload.
Terrible roll. 16.
A 16
I rolled a
does
4
not.
on the dice.
16 does not hit.
Dang.
So you shoot it, ping, off the side of his armor.
All right.
Please stop.
What do I want to do? Yeah, I guess I'll just take a second shot with the same gun.
Go for it.
Does a 20 hit?
Yep.
12.
So a 20 is exactly what you needed to roll.
5 bludgeoning or piercing damage, whichever one doesn't least resistance.
Okay. So when you hit, how much damage did you do?
5, and then persistent. Well, it's not a crit, so the bleed doesn't matter.
All right. Cool. So with that, your bullet goes and ping, ricochets under the armor, and you see something just like drop with his armor. Goes. Argh!
Please, I don't want to hurt you.
So you're not a machine.
You can see like it went in and kind of messed up some of the gears. It's not like it hit like a person.
Gotcha. I think my last action, I'm gonna draw my other weapon.
Okay. As that
actually,
happens,
I think I can do that with an additional free action because I get the 10 paces gives me the easy draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can just do both.
Yep.
So you got one action left.
Sure, why not? I'm gonna reload the one pistol I shot.
Cool. When that happens, you see he.
I am sorry. I did not want this to happen.
And he turns and runs for the other door. So he uses an action to run, gets the door, action to open it, gets on the other side, closes. Would it be an action to try? Is it an action to open and close a door?
Yes.
I'm trying to think.
I think so. It seems like it would be an action, right? Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, if we can all agree on that, then it's go and he just closes it and holds it.
That's his turn?
Yep.
Okay. So Lottie's just slapped. She's laid up the floor. As soon as she sees that Chuck hit the thing, that's when she wakes up. And if you're watching this like from a movie cinematic sort of thing, her hand goes right towards that little satchel that's on her ribbon on her waist. She reaches in like with 2 little doll fingers and pulls out this massive mallet. And it's like, it's massive, it's huge. So it's literally like this little tiny little bag of holding that comes out, and this massive mallet comes out. So
it's classified as a great hammer, by the way.
Yay!
It is a 6-foot long cinder block at the top, like size of a massive hammer.
Literally hammer
It's not
space.
fancy, but it's just big. It's not fancy, it's just big.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we were playing around, basically the little girl like made it for her. So that's why it looks like a giant stylized version of something like a little kid would make, I guess.
It does have a little bit of like a modification to it from that design, but yeah.
Okay, so my question is the automaton is actually through the door now.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the other side of the door holding it.
Holding it away from Chuck.
Yes,
Thinks Chuck is
far
random.
side. He ran away from you guys towards everybody else on the train.
Okay, what I want to do is this is where I'm gonna have to do figure out the Pathfinder way of
Tell
doing
me what
this.
you want to do and we'll figure it out.
Okay. Wants to stride ride. And she wants to walk up to him as fast as she can go, and she's literally just going to swing the hammer at the door.
Full.
But let's see what my mod is. Action, wait, okay, but I want to use my general feat bon mot.
Okay.
Does it mean that I can like launch a quip that like distracts him? What does that do though?
So that would give him like a circumstance bonus against a save for a thing that you do.
a -3 to
Yeah.
perception and will saves for 1 minute.
If you crit, it's a -3. If you succeed, it's a -2, I believe.
Okay.
I didn't get to roll my Racketeer's reload.
No. So I don't know if I can do that much in one turn. You know what I mean? Like to walk, hit, but then also like while she's swinging, she says a really atrocious quip of some sort.
You would. That's 3 actions. Yeah.
It's 3 actions.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You can do it. Okay, so what action? So she's literally just gonna stand up.
Movement.
And I have no idea what to say as a quip though.
It could be a pun. It could be insults. It could be.
Could be a one-liner. I'll go with a distracting
your
one-liner.
favorite candy.
Oh, okay, yeah. It could be, yeah. So she just stands up and she's like, she brandishes this huge hammer and she's like, I am a married woman. She's going to swing the hammer.
As you say that, he just goes,
What?
he gets a little like, what? So what would I then roll for that?
She would actually
So-
roll. I think it's a deception.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
diplomacy. Sorry, diplomacy check.
Okay.
Maybe against their will DC.
Okay, so I'm rolling deception alone, right? So that's
Oh no, you're rolling diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Oh my diplomacy.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
Okay, you have to beat a 19.
Ooh.
I get to add any. I get to add. Does this automatically add modifiers for me, or
Yeah.
do I have to add?
Yes,
them?
it does.
It automatically adds them.
So you rolled an 8, then it gets plus 8.
Okay.
For 16 total.
There we go.
Okay.
So unfortunately, the quip doesn't land. He's like,
You're a doll. How could you be married? It does not make logical sense.
so he's
I mean,
holding, bracing the door.
Also, it's a
So now
crit.
you're gonna
That's
run
not
up
a
and smack the
crit.
door?
Yeah, I basically want to smack the door. Yeah. Let me go back to where I was. So I can just use the boom hammer, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now the thing about this hammer that's very cool is that it's equipped with a bomb.
Oh.
When she swings and hits,
Oh,
it just
I now
So-
understand why it's
explodes.
called boom.
Yep.
It's
It's called the boom
obnoxious.
hammer.
You like
So would
making
you like-
noise? Okay.
So it has 1 charge.
Oh my
You rolled a
God.
30.
That's a crit success. That has to be right.
Nope, it's a 19.
Yeah. The AC of the door is a 20.
No, because it's.
Oh yeah, that kind of crit. Yeah, I'm still.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
above,
so that is a
D&D
critical
brain.
success, which means the target is knocked
Sweet.
prone. So, do you detonate it, or do you just swing with the hammer? Because you are hitting the door and he's on the other side, and my thought was this crit would knock the door open and knock him down on the other side.
That's what I would like to do. Yeah, of course.
Okay. But the
goes
thought would be
in- Well,
if you detonate, we can say he gets launched into the other door and takes the damage as well.
really?
If you'd like,
then that's what we're gonna
I mean,
do.
okay.
I mean, it would be crit. You'd do the 20 crit damage.
So what happens is you see this doll, Lottie, pull a 6-foot hammer out of her bag, go, I'm married, launches at the door, smacks, hits the door, clicks the trigger, boom! This large explosion rocks out, launches her spiraling back a little bit, door flies open, the automaton on the other side gets launched into the other door, takes the 28 damage, we'll say.
And she walks through like Megan doing the dance.
Oh my God, no!
Sleeping.
Terrifying.
I'm just kidding. Wanna try it again?
Oh,
That
Word
could have
of
been your
advice.
diplomacy. That could have been your bon mot, just dancing
Oh,
up to them.
Min, I thought you'd know better than to mess with a married woman.
It is just the bully men episode. I love
This
it.
really is,
I
man.
can't believe I agreed to arm
Okay.
wrestle her.
I love how like the Azuka heavy episodes involve fighting devils inside your soul. The Chuck heavy episodes are experiencing the loss of your past life. Mentala's just, hey, you got a girlfriend. Yeah, you're dating this doll? Yeah, you're dating this doll.
Oh no.
So mean. Oh god. Okay. All of that happens in Mintala. What do you do?
So how's the guy looking? Is there a clear path to him now?
Yes, the door is open. He got launched back. He is prone on the far side. You see like a spark start coming out from the chest.
Okay. I would like Red to try and grapple him. So it's probably going to be. Is it going to take one action or more to get to him from our end of the train? The car?
What is Red's speed?
It is.
My thought was that each car was like 30-ish.
I believe it's 20.
See, we'll see.
He is a slow boy. Wait, where's
20 it would take
it's
two.
25. Like I'm 20.
Okay, then you can very much make it with 2. He ran and then got launched. So I'm going to say his full movement of
Okay.
25. So you'd be right about him.
Okay, so
It would
yeah,
take-
2 actions
it
to
would
move,
take 2.
and then he's gonna grapple.
Cool.
I don't know how
I
to
believe
do
that's
that.
opposed athletics.
Okay.
Or in my opportunity, it would be acrobatics. Because I'm knocked, I feel like I'd get a circumstance penalty to that.
Yeah, prone might help me there.
Ew. See, that is not great.
Yeah.
19.
-2, I believe.
Yeah, so
Second
with a
penalty.
-2, I rolled 7. Your 19 beats it.
Okay,
So
cool.
Red just,
I got him!
just jumps and grapples him on the ground, holding him. Like, does he pin him to the ground? Does he jump and hold him, like grapple him, like MMA style? Is he going for the full naked? Like, what is he going for?
I just want him to kind of sit on him, and that'd be fun.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll have him sit on him. Yeah. Mentila's like, Red, pin him down, and then just like dum 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 dum, and then just like on top of him,
I
just
got
like
him.
hold him. And then I'm
Perfect.
going to using act together. I can do a single action, which I'm going to use to just move 20 feet towards the action.
Sweet, beautiful.
Slowly but surely.
With that, we're back to Chuck.
I will say, like, don't forget, their plan was not to harm anyone. We could try and take them alive.
I mean, can you summon more Reds to sit on more of them? I imagine this isn't the only one.
One thing at a
Actually,
time.
With that,
Um,
when you say one thing at a time, we're gonna shift back to Azuka. What are you doing?
I have taken the plate of salmon with me, and I'm gonna go approach this other automaton that had walked by into our next cart. I'm just gonna tap. How far away are they? Are they like?
They're like
ran
10
off?
feet past you. They're
Okay.
just walking through since no one's really doing anything.
Yeah.
Because there hasn't been
Um,
like a big commotion.
Excuse me. Can I see your ticket, please?
No. Go away.
I need to see a ticket. I am security
not.
on. I do. I
Not
think it's-
security.
I am security actually.
Who are you?
Security.
I
So
was
about
not
that, your
informed of
ticket.
you. Go
I
away.
As he turns to start walking.
hold on. I'm gonna try and like squeeze past him and get in front of him, if I can.
Get out of my way, little one.
Listen, I'll be honest. I know you don't have a ticket. I know you're here to take something. You have like a whole heist thing going on with some other friends of yours. Can we just not
He,
do that today?
As he says that, reaches forward, grabs you with a giant arm, and tries to throw you backwards.
Okay.
Nat 20.
I get thrown backwards.
You get launched across the train. So we're going to say you're now on the far side, and you take 3 damage, bludgeoning.
And kind of groan like, oh, I'm not getting paid enough for this. Okay. I'm going to stand up. So did he throw me like backwards? So out of his way?
You went across the train, across the bar. Like, you had that moment of, in the air, you see the person who ordered the steaks for you, and you go, see? Like, as you're going across, and you just slam against the wall and go to the ground. And he's just like, as you kind of sit there, go, he's like looking at you and then turns away.
Wrong button.
Goes back to the door, opens it, and starts to walk through.
I look at the salmon on the ground. A little
Completely.
bit upset.
Yeah.
I just need to order another one, but at least it's for free now.
Do you want to make me a reflex save to save the salmon? We'll say
Yes.
it's a DC 20 to save the salmon.
I want to save the salmon. This is for
All
Kyoko. I need to save the salmon for Kyoko.
Because why not? Come on, dinner roll. Did not save it.
Oh my god.
I'm the breakfast king, not the dinner king.
Exactly. So you kind of sit there and go, oh. Okay.
And I will stand up and try and hurry after this automaton. As I'm running by, I go, remember, everything's free from now on, and run past the guy behind the bar as well.
Yep. He's like, okay. As you run through. Let's go back to everybody else. All right, Chuck, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna walk forward, and this is an automaton. And so I'm going to not know how they work.
So you look at this thing, and you know mechanics. You know engineering. You know cars. You know planes. You know guns. You know tanks. You know how to pick things apart and put it back together. This is magic, baby.
Well, I don't see a way to disable it simply. I know a way to disable it more aggressively.
Please, don't.
Then what are you here for?
Like I said, I am here for the energy core at the engine of the train.
To use for what?
With all that, now it's not Lottie's turn. Are you going to sacrifice your turn to continue the conversation?
I want to sacrifice. I want to hear where he's going with this.
Okay. What'd you ask him, Chuck?
What are you... But for what purpose, basically?
Make me a diplomacy check.
Where's that button? There it is.
With the D's.
I natty one. But
Oof.
I have a thing, I thought.
You do have a thing. Isn't it like the one if you fail a diplomacy check for a thing, you can re-roll it?
Yeah, I don't know
aid
where
one,
that
can
is.
I can't aid one. I don't think so.
Aid wouldn't really
We can say
help much in this case.
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
know
it
what
depends how
else
you
it
run
costs.
aid.
yeah. I mean, aid, I feel like you would have to say something that would correspond to the action. Based off what you say and what you roll, we can give different pluses and minuses.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
This is it. Critically
you-
fail a diplomacy check.
Yeah.
Say something really rude.
Basically, a courteous comeback and be like, listen, you
Re-
box of bolts.
So now
You gotta
can
tell me what you're gonna
re-roll.
use it for. Yes, I
Awesome.
get to
So now you can
re-roll.
re-roll.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I rolled a 2!
Chuck is just not the bedside manner isn't
It's
there
an
today.
It is better.
Okay.
That is not necessary for you to know. We need this. Please.
Sounds like you want to die.
That is the reason we are here, to not die.
Mintalad, would you like to sacrifice your turn to continue the conversation?
Yes.
All right. Who would like to say something?
Metallic can pipe up.
For
We know you didn't want to hurt anyone. So if we can sort this out, your people don't have to die either.
It is not my people I am worried about.
Then who?
Who are you worried about?
You.
and he would like to make a athletics check. Ew. As he tries to get Red off of him, he like grabs at the leg.
You need to let me go.
It's a giant pile of rocks. You're not going anywhere.
On top of that, if you tell us what's going on, maybe we can actually help you instead of hindering you.
All right. Make me a diplomacy check, Mentala.
Okay. 11. We're creeping up, one at a time.
Oh my gosh. I'm just not. Maybe he's a little intimidating to us or something. I don't know.
As that happens, let's see. A hand crossbow dart thunk into Red's forehead. And he takes... Ooh, 1 on the dice. Love to see that.
You
Natty
can't
one.
complain considering how we're doing.
Yep. But because he was unseen, does get an additional d6. Okay. Yeah, so Red gets shot in the head with a hand crossbow from above for 11 points of damage as you look up and see another very small automaton comparatively to the rest, more humanoid structure to the rest of you, as this smaller one just... And then it flips back.
Like a little like R2-D2 type thing or BB-8 type situation.
And as that happens, the one that you have pinned is going to try to push again. With a second action of 19. Can you do multiple per turn?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
You can
You just
as
take-
many,
taking
as many
the
actions as you
negative.
have, you can do it.
Yeah.
I don't
So we'll take this one at a -5. So that would be a 14 on the roll, which would then make it an 18. No, this would be athletics. This would be
What's it
22.
against? Do I need to oppose it, or is it a DC?
I feel like we need to do a opposing athletics check here.
Okay.
Oh.
I will say that grapples, at least from what I understand, grapples don't have the penalty. They don't count as an attack.
Cool. Then it
Yeah, I
would
think
be
this is fun.
plus the 4. It would be exactly 23. This is strength of 2. What is Red's strength?
Red strength is, I believe, 4. Yes, it is.
I mean, yeah.
All
that
right,
makes sense.
holds it.
Yeah.
Holds it.
I imagine it, like, visually, it's like it lifts a little bit, and Red's like, no!
Yeah, there is a fight where you see him start to
Yeah.
lift Red up. This guy is lifting Red,
Uh-oh.
so you know he's strong. But then Red like shifts it down, moves the arm, and gets back down on top of him. Azuka.
Hey. Yeah, I'm gonna try and catch up with this automaton again and impose my body in front of them again. Hey, listen. I know you don't want to hurt anyone. At least someone doesn't want to hurt anyone. So I don't want to fight. Can you
So-
just tell me what's going on?
Before that happens, you rush past him because he started walking to the next car.
Yeah.
So you sprint up after him, open the door, and you see into the next car of the big guy walking through, and there's another smaller one on the far side that's kind of like standing over a woman, and you hear him go,
We do not have time for this. Sergeant, move on. I cannot. Unfortunately, I must save this woman. Upon seeing me, she had a heart attack. One moment.
As you see, he has his arm like splinters into all of these different utensils. He puts 4 prods on.
Clear.
Her body gets shocked, and she does actually start. Read it again.
She had a ventricular spasm. I have reset her AV node's rhythm.
So with that, he then gets up and turns to see you.
I told you, little one, to stay away.
Listen, I just saw what your friend did, so honestly, it's making me feel much more certain about at least speaking with you instead of, jumping to fighting like you did to me. By the way, you owe me a salmon. What is happening? What's going on? Why are you here? What do you want?
He starts walking towards you.
You do not need to know.
I do, because I'm on this train. I need to get to my destination, because if I don't, we'll probably get jumped by some cults who are chasing after me. If not that, some other things like goblins or orcs, or honestly, humans are pretty terrible. It probably would be humans, honestly. So can you just tell me what's going on so I don't have to deal with that? Because I'm dealing with a lot right now, and I'm just so tired.
Of your death is outweighed by the certainty of mine.
And he turns away.
I am going to... This is the first time I've tried this. I'm going to try and wrap him with the chains that I have.
Okay. Describe this. Paint us a word picture, if you would.
This whole time, I feel like every second, Azuka's just getting more and more visibly tired. From the beginning of the episode to this point of the episode, you can tell the bags have gotten darker and bigger under his eyes, and just getting a bit more frustrated as well, I think. And seeing
how tired are you?
I think I'm pretty drowsy. I'm already clicked the fatigued conditions. I already have all of that affecting me. I've had that since the beginning of the episode.
If that's how you want to be, Azuka, I want to twist something for you. Okay. When you got hit against the door and you landed on the ground and you're really tired and you just got dazed.
Now would be one of those moments, by the way, of waiting for you to be tired. Get up, Zuzu. You got work to do.
Don't call me that.
Then now we go over to where you are now in front of the person.
Yeah, and I just kind of look down at the chain that's wrapped around my arm and just go, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I saw him do this. Just whip the chain forward. And I'll be honest, I've never used it before. I've never used whip-like weapons before. So just kind of trying to mimic what I saw that, God, what was his name?
Roland.
Roland. Yeah. Fucking Rolos. Roland.
It's an easy way to remember it now. God.
Honestly, I think that's how Azuka remembers him at this point. And he probably says that under his breath, fucking Rolos. And then the whips the chain to wrap.
So you're trying to do a ranged grapple with the chain.
Yes.
So I'm going to say we can use an attack with the chain.
Okay.
If you hit, then you roll an athletics to go against his, and then he'll dispute that.
Okay. I guess I'll ask anyway. He turned away, his back to me. Does he that with that kind of flat-footed?
Oh, hell, yeah. He doesn't see you as a threat, so he's not going to think that you're actually going to attack him.
Okay. In that case, a nat one, which is fair. I'm exhausted.
You go to do it, and it's just you go go for it, and he just turns and he goes.
What was that?
I'll be honest, when the demon did it, it looked a lot cooler.
I don't have the reference for that.
Oh no, I mean literally this belonged to... It's a whole
but
story.
If you want to have this be weapons,
And he turns his hands inward and he pulls out these 2 axes. He goes off the side.
Then I will return in kind.
He grunts and starts charging forward for you. And he's going to try to shoulder bash you through the door.
Do I have my? So are we in like encounter mode? So do I still have other?
Yeah, you still have
actions,
you still have your
Okay.
actions. He's just coming towards you now.
That's
just like the Nat 1 flare of him being like, yeah.
No, that's perfect. I want to try and strike them again. Go, God damn it. Okay,
Go for it.
this time. And with
Please get a
him
nat 20.
again.
Please get a nat 20. Please.
A 22.
Close enough. You are able to hit him.
And I'm gonna.
So
put...
the whip does have a trip action as well.
Okay.
This is one of its traits.
I mean, if I can trip him, I would do that. Is that just for
It's one of the
crits?
like, you know how like different weapons will have different traits of like disarm, trip,
Yeah.
shove, that kind of stuff. I believe trip. Let me go ahead and look it up for you.
And while you do that, I'm actually gonna put a spell into this. I made this a spell strike.
Okay.
And put shocking grasp into this.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And
Very much mimicking Roland's stun chain. I like it.
Yeah.
So these guys are all metal.
And that's just another 2d12 damage.
Cool.
14 lightning damage.
Oof. Don't you get a bonus for? Oh, he isn't flat-footed anymore. Okay.
Yeah, and the target. Oh, and it also has 1d4 persistent electricity damage.
Okay.
You see a black electricity spark down the chain and slam into this automaton.
Does Shocking Grasp have anything specific for if it's against metal, or is that D&D?
No, it does, but it doesn't matter in this case because it wasn't a spell attack because I'm a mage. It doesn't matter. But usually it'd be a +1 bonus to the attack roll. But
Gotcha.
because it was a melee attack with with mages, it doesn't matter.
Fair. Then with that, you lay into him and you see the electricity actually, oddly enough, he gets hurt, but his core gets brighter.
Interesting. Okay. Hey, just please, let's not fight. Honestly, I'll just pay back for you throwing me into the other cart. Can we just talk, please?
Make me an athletics check to see if he trips.
Okay.
I rolled a 14.
I rolled a nat 1. Oh my god.
Wow. Okay. So that happens. You don't trip him. He just walks up and you see him just like shift and the electricity actually like hampers him and he goes down to a knee.
And he,
Throws his axes into the ground.
we don't have time for this.
And you see like the gears have actually been whirring as he like screeched, he roared, and you see the core inside of him start dimming faster and faster. And you hear the surgeon, the one on the far side.
Chief, you know you cannot stop.
So that's going to be the end of their turn. We're going to go back to everybody else.
We're just there with the
Yeah.
automaton on the ground with Red with his foot on it. And so it's Meme and
There's one on
and
top that did like a flip back.
It's the
Okay.
small one that
Whose
shot
turn
at
is
us.
As that happens, the one under the foot,
Rogue, move. You need to get to the engine.
and you hear above.
Who's that? He's talking to the automaton.
That is Rogue. He is here to make sure that we get to the front.
You both mean danger to everybody on the train, right?
We
We're in your
do
way.
not want to hurt anyone. We only need the engine.
If you take the engine, we can't get where we're going.
It is a risk and a burden that we must put on you for our survival.
Your survival. Then,
I'm going to take us out of initiative.
Lottie.
I don't think anybody wants to fight anymore.
Okay, good. He's gonna Lottie's gonna turn to Chuck, like her eyes, she has like this fear, and she's just gonna reach out to him, like grab his shirt, be like, I'm afraid I'm going to rage for no reason. Don't want to see what I look like when that happens. If you were a little girl, you had a doll, what would you hope she could possibly do with that doll? And as she's doing that, you see her hand like starts getting huge on your chest. So you have to say
Hold on.
something to keep.
I don't. What's happening? We
As you
shouldn't be doing
see-
this.
As this is happening, every seam that is on her, the seam itself starts to expand and exposing this lettering in this runic that looks like almost like dwarven giant runes.
What did Lottie just say to me? If I had a doll, what would I hope that the doll would do?
Could
What'd
be.
the doll do?
And as she's saying this, like you see things are growing. Her bows look bigger. Her arms are getting bigger. Her feet go boop boop in her shoes. They pop out of her shoes.
The runes are they possibly gnomish or Jotun? Or
The runes that
want
you
her
guys
to
saw,
the
they're pretty.
I'd want her to be a unicorn. I guess if I was a little girl, I'd want to ride a mystical unicorn.
No. As she says that, as she says no, she literally just grows into a giant. It's almost like a latent effect. She goes into a giant size, and her head like busts through the roof of the train car, and she's like standing there. She still looks adorable. She's just huge.
Nice.
She's
like
looking
9
down
feet.
at you.
We'll say 9
Yeah.
feet tall.
What am I going to do now?
Well, you have a minute. As you guys see the
Don't look at
runes
us. I don't
along
know
the
why this
seams, like
happened.
you get this little arcing of energy, like between it through the threads going up through her system.
I
Saying
did
that-
not see that coming.
I mean, I guess now that strength makes sense.
Don't know if this has never happened before. I knew I had the capability, but don't know why this is happening now.
As you look, you see Rogue on the far side. With your new stature, you can actually reach and grab him.
He's gonna reach over, pick him up.
He's just going to try to dodge. Nat 20.
Then
As
I-
that happens, you go to grab him and he just flips over your hand. You see his lower body disengages and swivels as he like flips over and flips and just keeps running.
I'm not going
Man,
to hug you. We just want answers.
I really hope we don't go through another tunnel. I think your newfound girlfriend would no longer be your girlfriend.
No.
This is
Perhaps
not
I
the
can just
time.
duck down.
We need to get that guy.
Little
Well,
one?
you're the one that can fit up in there and on the roof a lot better than any of the rest of us.
True.
I'm going to attempt to chase him.
And he's.
You're going to go up.
See.
So
have-
charge up the wings,
Wait, no.
leap, shoes again until I can
Double
like,
jump,
grab
doing the
onto
whole
the top
thing.
of the.
Oh,
of
yeah.
the- Oh yeah, I can double jump now, can't I? I
Yeah.
forgot.
I never wrote that in as a feat. You're right. I'm going to do that right after this session. Roll me an athletics check to see how far you can, or how fast you can catch up to this guy.
Can it be acrobatics?
Sure.
Yeah.
You can do some flips and stuff.
19.
Ooh.
The 10 on the
Pretty
die.
good. Pretty good. We will do yeah. So he rolled an 11 versus yours. Even with his dex and stuff, it's not going to be up to the same. So judging by how close they are, it's going to be probably right before the engine car is when you catch up to him.
All right. We chase
he's
across
looking
the tops of
down.
the carriages.
Mhm. You guys are running. You jump over between the cars and you use your double jump now to just jump and then go like beneath the cars where there's no air pressure, jumping back up again. And you guys have this really fun chase scene going down the tops of this train. As he just turns back and you see like the vocalizer like trying.
We're not trying to kill you. We're just trying to talk and work this out.
Roll me diplomacy.
23.
Ooh. You see, he looks at you, looks back at where you came from, then like you see he's like kind of panicking.
Sir, sorry.
And he like just falls back over to the bottom side to the door to the engine.
I'm gonna keep chasing.
All right, let's go back to Azuka. You see that the large guy is on the ground in front of you. You see his core is starting to dim faster and faster.
I'm gonna try something real quick. Nope, I don't catch on. I just like take a knee in front of him and just go, "Hey, just explain to me what's going on. Maybe we can help."
I need to get into your engine.
And he's having like a hard time speaking at this point. And the other one that's farther in front of you speaks up.
I do apologize for the inconvenience of us. We need the engine to recharge.
Oh. Okay.
It will be an inconvenience to you.
That's fine. I mean, it seems like you kind of need to live.
You,
That's
you,
more
you
important than
are
inconvenience.
you are okay with this?
Yeah. I don't really want someone to die because I needed a train ride. That seems a bit extreme.
Others have not been so kind.
We're going to switch now to Chuck and to Lottie. In giant form in the back of the cars.
I think this can go away. Has to be a way for it to go away.
I mean, I thought you were going to become a monster the way you were talking to me. I thought you were going to, like, rip my head off or something unintentionally when you said you were going to go into a rage. I didn't think you'd just grow big. You still look great, but you just didn't expect, you know.
I mean, I'm not intimidating like this. And when she's saying that, remember, she's bigger, so it's loud. It's like, I'm not intimidating to you like this.
I mean, you're intimidating, sure, but also you're still like a kid's doll, which is, you know, adorable. And it doesn't seem like you have ill intentions. You're not like trying to rip my head off. That'd be scarier. Then I'd be intimidated.
Of course not. You're the only person that's helped me so far. Everybody's just sort of thrown me off course. The little girl I was with for about, I don't even know how long. She set me back a long time as well. You guys have helped me. Wait a minute. She looks around like frantically. Where's Nintala?
Oh,
Where is he?
I think he ran after the guy on the roof.
Could be hurt. Come on. And she's going to use her quick jump to jump on top of the train. She's gonna pick up
Easy enough.
Chuck. What?
Yep. Easy
Yes!
enough.
Reverse it! Put me in your coat pocket.
Oh, God. Chuck's like hanging out of the bag. Oh, God.
Yeah.
All
She's
right.
just running after just to make sure that Mentala's okay.
At a certain
On a
point,
moving
Red would
train.
get, yeah.
He's
You are
fine,
running, you are running on the top of this moving train. Boom, 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 boom. Your feet leave these little dents with every step that you do into the steel, and you very quickly catch up to the front engine. And you see Mintala. You see the rogue fall on the other side, and you see Mintala there. As you look back, and the larger automaton has gone up onto the top of the train as well, and is chasing after you, and he is much faster than the rest of the automatons.
What? First Mentala, are you okay? We're here. She picks Chuck up. We're here.
I like look
Yeah.
at sort of like I gotta go after him, but I'll be fine.
I'm the doll now. Isn't this unexpected?
You okay?
So as that happens, you guys see to the right of you the other automaton with these like glowing, like almost like After Effect style neon lights trailing off of him, go run up past you, jump off to the side, grab a railing with his hand, flip in towards the engine car room with the door.
He's going after
I
the
can certainly
engine.
move. I feel like there's a reason for it that's not intended to hurt anybody. So,
Yeah.
I mean, worst case that happens is we walk. Not something I've not done before. Although this is interesting. If you walk and I'm the doll, then I don't have to walk, which is even more interesting. How soon until you get small again?
Minute. Oh, I know.
So she has about 30 seconds.
All right.
As that's happening, you see some of the seams like frump, 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 as some of it's starting to like compact again.
I'm carried
I mean,
on.
maybe
It looks like the
like
timer.
with like a thumbs up to them. I'm carrying on.
Yeah, maybe you should set me down. I'll make sure you don't fall off this train when you get small again.
She just gently sits Chuck down. This is the first time this has happened. It could come in handy later, I think. I've always been small and pocket sized, so this is
I
interesting.
think it could come in handy a lot.
Yeah.
Somebody mishandles a doll and all of a sudden you can get big and mishandle them.
Exactly. Of course, like I said, I'm already taken, so you don't have to flirt with me.
I'm not flirting. I know you're a married woman. I'm sorry that Mentala was,
Thank you. Appreciate it. But you don't think we're in any danger then?
I mean, we'd be in danger of the environment around us, but I don't think these automatons mean us harm. I mean, our fortune teller kind of told them they didn't want to injure anyone anyway, but...
As that conversation happens, we go back to Azuka, who is with Chief and Surgeon, as they are called. And the other one comes in, lights all up, and he is like in overdrive going through, and he's just like looking around.
This is as far as you've gone. You need to be moving faster.
As the lights start to dim on him, he actually another like falls off to his side.
I am running out of time.
That's on me. Sorry about that. I was like I'm still like on a knee in front of Chief. I go, I didn't realize what was going on. Honestly, just let me know. I get it now. I'll try and help you out. Hold on. I want to try and like get Chief up and like be a support for them. And
Okay.
I want to start walking them down to the engine.
Tracker is the one in front of you. You hear Chief just go,
Tracker, I am so sorry.
and then you see like the light dim even more and even more. Just goes,
It is not usual for us to rely on the kindness of strangers.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get the kindness of strangers, so I understand that. But as far as I'm concerned, a life is way more important than a cool train. So I'm gonna help you keep that life. I look to Surgeon and Chief and go, "Do you need help?" I got like another shoulder.
as that happens, you look forward in the engine car, and you hear a thunk. Get the off my train! And you see Rogue get launched out, slam into the sidewall, go down under the train tracks, get destroyed and turned up by the wheels, and off to the side. And here, Tracker.
No.
Oh, I think just out of pure instinct, I let go of Tracker and rush into the engine room.
You see the half-dwarf girl standing in front of this large glowing machine that has this power cord that is shifting so many gears. You see these arcane runes spiraling inside of each other that's constantly sending energy out to different ways. And there are 2 sets of energy cores there.
What the hell was that?
There's no way that thing is going to be touching my engine.
And you killed it?
Did? Wanted to touch my engine.
You're a murderer.
Technically, no, it was a robot, but you know.
They still very much are alive. They have personalities. They
If
feel
these
pain.
bandits want to steal stuff from my train, I'm going to hit them off with my wrench.
Murder.
And she has
them.
this like big 2-handed thing. Yeah, I am.
I am going to.
Behind you,
Oh.
Tracker walks up.
I'm gonna try and
Please.
grapple her.
Okay.
With my chains.
As you do that, Tracker comes up, says something. She goes, "It can talk," because Rogue couldn't. So go ahead and do that. We're going to do a circumstance penalty to her for the surprise.
Okay. No one at once, please. I rolled enough today.
Come on.
Come on.
What was that?
Hey.
What was it? Okay, 25. Whew.
Hey.
I saw the red damage and I was like, oh no.
We're not trying to go for damage here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll for the composed or opposed athletics check to not be grappled by you.
Okay.
And that is a nat 20.
Damn it. Okay. I still need to roll my athletics, so maybe I get in that 20
Maybe.
as well.
Maybe.
Unlikely.
Come on. Please.
Not one.
What is going on here?
Oh my god.
Are you doing that?
We can salvage this. You go to wrap around the legs. She jumps, puts her wrench into the ground, and uses it like a pole vault to launch at you. And she goes to tackle you instead. As that happens, Tracker takes the opportunity to go and start touching the engine. And as he does, these coils of energy start siphoning off and into his core. And you see it start to get brighter and brighter. And she just gets distracted by you and is a little angry and very much just not paying attention at this moment and attacking the person.
I think this is perfect. Azuka, these nat ones hurt me, but also kind of narratively were great.
Yeah. So you have this half dwarf girl on top of you, just poof,
okay.
You're just like, I mean, my mom hit harder, so this doesn't really hurt that much. So, and as you see some of the brightness of the core on Tracker really lighten up, everybody gets down. Lottie, you return to your doll size, and Chief and Surgeon are behind you.
I am sorry for everything that I have caused.
As Tracker is holding onto the engine, is now speaking without having any sort of stuttering.
Our power was running low. We did not have time to waste to explain scenarios. As long as one of us reached here, we thought we could.
Wait. You don't need to steal it? You just need to, like, touch it?
To get all of us to be able to survive for the time that is necessary. It will take a substantial amount of power.
But, like, you don't need to destroy the train. You just need to, like, it needs to run slower for a bit.
They're not destroying this place. Jeez.
I'm gonna try.
No,
and
you're
get
right.
her
They're
in
not
I'm gonna
destroying
try-
it. They're not. That's the point. They aren't. They're not because they're not.
That's
doing
my
that.
engine. I built that from the ground up. Don't you dare take that away from me, you.
They're just taking the power. They're just taking. Oh.
I like her.
I would like to. I would like to grapple her again. I want to try again.
Go for it.
I am the security of this train. I was given that power by the conductor, and I'm making an arrest. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see if I roll a nat one again. Let's go.
Please.
A 15.
It's not terrible. Great. Not terrible. 9. Okay, you win this time.
I get her in a probably like a martial arts lock because I'm probably underneath her, so I get her in a locker and flip her over.
You've done a little bit of MMA work, so you're able to kick up the hips, flip it over, do a reverse, and get her into a grab. As Tracker continues with,
it will impact your travel time and speed. I can only ask that this is okay.
That's it? We're just gonna go a bit slow for a bit?
If you look here, there are 2 engines. One is powering the aversion core. The other is powering the train.
So the dwarf that you're holding, if we lose that aversion core, everything can see us. The magic on this train.
Take it from the other one then.
No.
They're tied together. It will be a risk. It won't be as strong, but it will still be there. We'll move at half speed. The way this train was designed to function is that it would project a field that allowed things to just kind of look past it. We couldn't get enough power to make it invisible. But if we didn't want to be seen, this was the only way.
Well, if you ask me, it was designed by an idiot.
You.
Oh.
Can we just not like hold on, just Chuck?
Call me a f***ing idiot. Oh, who do you think you f***ing are? You want
I'm
to build
trying
a
to
train like this?
God
Oh, I'm going to
damn
take
it.
scraps, make a version core so you can go yourself.
Anyway.
My question is, if you're going to take this from the train, what are you giving back? Not money, not protection, nothing. Why should she let you use the train's engine for your purposes, your perverse purposes?
We have nothing to give. We ask only for the chance to live.
Maybe in return you can help guard the train while it's under extra danger.
Do not have the time to waste.
I mean,
I
you come, you get the
think
power.
I know how to help, and I know who can help. Azuka speaks over everyone because I think he's just tired, done with it. He's been thrown around like a ragdoll too many times today, and he just goes, "Can you power yourself enough to go back to LA? Cade can probably help you out there."
We're made to defend a city, to keep us bound to our post. The wizard who made us made our power cores deplete at an accelerated rate. We must return to the core every day to charge, to stay at peak. It is possible for us to be able to make it, but unfortunately, it will drain you. We can attempt to make it there if you give us a little bit more power from the train. If we could tether a core for a while, maybe.
And
Are you saying you're trying to get back to LA to defend? You're charged to defend a wizard or charged to defend a city?
We're charged to defend a city and its people. Our souls
And that
were
city
put
is
into
LA.
automatons to continue our service.
The city is LA?
The city was...
He says a very Faerun-esque name.
We lost that in the tear. Now we'd have no core to return to. We have been scavenging from magic items and ruins across the way.
So why can't you have the charge of guarding the train and be able to siphon off the engine as being a part of the train? They needed more security to begin with. That's why we were hired and allowed to be on this train. It only would make sense for them to hire the automatons.
It is a potential.
You see, the way I see it, and the reason I called you an idiot mechanic, as Chuck took his head off, is you put the value of a stupid object that's functioning this locomotive, which, by the way, you were cursing out about breaking to begin with before we even departed. So, you got two options. All right? One option, you lose the train. Second option.
Nobody's taking this train from me.
Second option, you're off the train.
Nobody's taking this train from me.
And the third option is you find a compromise. You see, at the end of the day, a risk is a risk. People may die. They may not die. But for these automatons, it's a certainty if they don't get the core. So, what will it be? Because I ain't above throwing you off this train and taking control of it myself.
I would prefer if no one gets thrown off the train. We already had one person get thrown off. Prefer if no one else did. It's a goddamn train. It's not that important.
Where did you get the cores?
But found one, and then I made one.
Found
Then
one and you made
make another one. And then give it to them, and then you'll have
Do you know
their
how
eternal gratitude
much
and
it costs for
service.
me to make?
Do you know who the
That-
hell I am?
I have a solution. Okay. You said you had somebody for these people.
Yes.
What's
Cade's
that?
back in LA. He's a pretty powerful wizard from the first world. The
Okay.
old world.
If they can agree to keep this place safe, we'll take them there on the next trip.
How about this?
I can't keep them around forever because I can't keep having them siphon my energy constantly to make me half as fast.
Cade can,
If-
yes, I think that's a great plan because Cade can fix this and maybe don't have to siphon from this train specifically. Cade has many
This-
things and artifacts with him in his tower.
What is he? Who is he?
A
Azuka.
wizard. Yes.
Azuka. The automatons have already served a wizard.
They're not going to
They're in a
serve
new
Cade.
place.
Cade, no one really serves Cade. Cade can give them a core. He has artifacts like this around. They can give him. He can give them something to siphon off of.
You're saying
Or-
he can fix us. Give us freedom.
Yeah,
Or
if it's like a limit that a wizard put on you to make your cores drain fast, he could probably undo it.
or
A question for everybody here. And Lottie just sort of stands up. Somebody in this room, and it's not me, lying through their teeth. Where is it? She looks at the conductor. She looks at the automatons.
How...
Who is it?
I mean, I've been
No.
very truthful.
What?
I've been very truthful.
How do you know?
So,
He's gonna look. What? What do I know?
Yeah,
Let's
how...
just say it's an instinct. It's an instinct. That's all. I was made from something more powerful. You, a wizard like you. She looks over at the automatons. Was fitted with the powers. Certain ones. I can tell that somebody here is not telling the truth.
okay, I didn't make the core. All right?
Oh,
I found 2 of them, claimed it, sold it to the train, and now I have to be the engineer for this.
okay, so
Yeah.
you can't make more cores.
yeah. So here's what's gonna happen. The automatons are either gonna take the cores back then, or they're gonna work with you on this train because they know them a hell of a lot better than you do. I'm certain of that.
To be honest, the best potential seems to be the freedom that is offered through Cade. If,
Yeah, but
if
you're still
that
gonna
is
need
an
a
offer,
core to get there. And who knows if Cade is
And
even still there.
There are still train tracks. It's going to be slow getting there, but if they can siphon off the train, we can get them there.
Sounds like a plan.
Cool, glad I
if
didn't have
that
to kill
is the
anybody.
option,
All right, now what about the reparations of the one that they did kill?
it is
Called collateral damage where I'm from.
unfortunate.
This new agreement was made with that casualty in mind. But we are going to come back through here once we've finished our business over on the East Coast, so if we find that anyone has broken the agreement, we'll kill them.
You.
I actually
Oh, I
find
love
that
you.
to be agreeable.
In
Okay.
fact, actually, Lottie, you're
Hey.
trying to find your way back to the old world, and Kate is the one person we know who's explored that and looked into it far more than anybody else. It's probably the
Okay,
best
so
at being
you-
able to find people. Perhaps you can stay here and make sure this bargain maintains.
would be wonderful. Mina, do seem like I have a heart of stone, but my soft heart is with Pixel and my family, and that's where I want to be. You know, you've all been so wonderful. And she walks over to Mentala. Especially you. But yeah, introduce me to your wizard.
I am going to take off my necklace and hand it to one of the automatons and just say, show this to Cade and say that Azuka sent you. Call him an old man just to make sure that he knows it was really me.
I am going to ask you. I would take no offense to this. Did you read the description of that necklace?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Yep. All right.
I didn't, and I'm concerned.
It is agreed.
Azuka hasn't used it yet. He doesn't know what it is. He thinks it's just a magical necklace. Doesn't know what it does.
As he takes it, he goes,
This will help sustain us even further. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I think I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Glad we got that
So
result.
you walk
Everyone's
back-
gonna go visit Cade, and if anybody messes anything up, then the doll can turn giant and smash him with a hammer.
So with that, Azuka starts walking back through the train, gets to the sleeper car. You pass by the food, and you do see your steaks are still there. I'm assuming you grab them, walk to the sleeper car, open up the door with Kyoko. Well, if that wasn't the most restful sleep I've gotten in a long time. How was the train?
A lot happened. I dropped your salmon. I'm sorry. And I was like, full face plant into the bed and just.
And with
pass
that,
out.
we pull back with the camera, going up, looking at an eye view of the train as we go into the clouds, and we will end this session here. Sorry for running a little late.
Oh, God.
Beautiful.
Oh, God, this is hysterical.
Oh dear.
Great job
Okay,
today,
we
guys.
will
You guys are amazing.
we will speed through the announcements and what everyone's up to, and then we'll go do a quick after show. Our supporter for today was Hero Sheep. Thank you so much, Hero Sheep, for supporting today's episode. I'd like to be a
you.
supporter. Daylight savings is done now. The shenanigans are done. It is like the way it was today is the way it's going to continue to be. It's going to be 6 p.m. UK, 10 a.m. Pacific, and you can work it out from there.
I think we need another 10 minutes of explaining.
No, not for another 6 months.
You got it.
We're sponsored by Roll20. That's what we use today to do all our rolls, and for Azuka to get 1 million nat ones. And for us to fail abysmally at diplomacy over and over. And yeah, that's the announcements. Let's start today with let's start with our GM. Kyber, where can we find you? What are you up to?
Well, you can find me at all the big T's of social media, Twitch, TikTok, and Twitter. I'm going to be DMing at Gen Con for Kobold Press's new system that's coming out, codename Black Flag, which is going to be a lot of fun. So if you want to have a game DM'd by me there, I'll let you guys know when that becomes available. Other than that, yeah, got some other stuff, but can't really talk about it right now. So, yeah.
All right, Drac, what about you?
I'm Drac, also known as the Nat One. I guess my luck is a wild pendulum, 'cause I'm pretty sure last week was like many Nat 20s.
If at any point in time you are fighting the inner devil, you roll nothing but amazing things.
Yeah.
So you get outside in the real world.
I interact with people. Oh no.
Unless you're cooking.
Unless I'm cooking, exactly. My only nat 20 was for breakfast. I am the breakfast king. But you can find me on Twitter at Draconics. That's DRAKONIQUES. I stream in a bunch of different channels. I'm an actual play TTRPG, actual play performer. I write, I produce, I'm actual plays as well. Anything roleplay related, I have my grubby little mitts in I'm currently doing. Honestly, I have a lot of things happening. Just follow me on Twitter, and you'll find out what I'm doing at any given moment.
Right, Tyler.
I'm Tyler, your resident setting everybody up because he can't flirt RP player. You can find me on my podcast called Go My Favorite Sports Team. A new episode just aired about dog sledding, so if you're intrigued by that and the Iditarod, check that out. It's a sports podcast for not sports people, for the record, comedy based. It's fun. Cool. I have a great time with it. Other than that, I just finished going to a premiere for Spinning Gold, which is an absolutely phenomenal movie. You should definitely go check it out.
I saw the picture. You took photos with my friend Sam. I just saw them.
Yeah, Sam's a really good friend of mine. So, yeah, definitely check that out. I believe it comes out to theaters Friday. If it doesn't win awards, somebody paid somebody off because that movie is incredible. But yeah, you can find me everywhere on social media as Apocalypse_12 or just search my name, Tyler Scheid. You'll find me.
And of course, our wonderful guest for today, Alicia.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for having me. It was so much fun. The voices that you use, Kevin, are hysterical. Like the voice change thing, sleeping. I'm like, I guess they're used to it, but I'm not. So I was cracking up the whole time. Okay, everybody, my name is Alicia Marie. You can find me across all socials at Alicia Marie Body. Like I said, I am a professional costumer. I'm always working on something really cool. Right now, I'm working on an amazing project, which is the mess is hidden behind this screen of. So I'll be sharing that as soon as I can. I'll also be at Gen Con doing something that is currently NDA'd, but I will be at Gen Con doing something a lot super fun. I'm really excited about that. Weekly, I'm on the Demiplane RPG Twitch channel playing Children of Erje, which is a 5e game, and we're probably a year and a half into that campaign, so it's pretty wild. Playing a really fun character. Also a melee class because I am a face tank at heart, and I always will be.
Let's go.
But yeah, thank you so much for letting me play with you guys. You're really fun, and you're also a good sport because I'm a chaos bunny, so
yeah,
I love the fact that you just roll right off it. You just roll right off it. Love it. Yeah. Say that.
Got to improv through it. Just got to improv through it.
I love the chaos.
It was so great. I love the idea of the puppet barbarian.
Yeah, when you mentioned rage, I'm like, oh, that's brilliant. A barbarian puppet. And then the hammer space. I love hammer space gags.
I mean, I love the play of I can't control it. I'm becoming something. Help! I'm like, what would I want my doll to be? A unicorn so I can ride it? I'm very confused.
Unicorn. What?
Oh dear. And I am Bentham. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch and YouTube doing Let's Plays and all that kind of thing. Playing also Paratrauma, roping in various different people to get murdered by sea monsters like Kyber. And also, next week, like the minute that this show ends, I'm jumping into my car and heading down to Birmingham for Insomnia Gaming Festival.
Ooh.
For the weekend. It's going to be cool. It's my first ever convention as a creator and my second convention ever. So it's going to be cool.
Hey. That should be fun.
Nice.
I have no idea what I'm doing. It's going to be great. Yeah, that's what I'm up to.
It'll be fantastic.
We're going to head out and do an after show. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.